Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It's Tuesday night here in the UK, which means, of course, it is time for launch party. We're going to be having a look back at some of the most amazing recent launches. Most of this stuff is new to me as well, which is really, really exciting. I do need to give you a quick heads up, though, and just let you know that if you are going for the Mini Memories Complete Collection and you want to get the hardware in there, the handles and those corners, you will need to be quick. It is limited stock. 92% of the stock has already gone. We'll be seeing more of that later in the show. I just don't want you to miss out on it before we get there. We've got a great deal on the rest of the collection for you, but if you want the hardware, you will need to be quick. For that, I am not here on my own. It's a very special Tuesday and a very special launch party because Sarah's in the studio with us. How are you, Sarah?
Oh, awesome. You know what they say? This show, launch party, is our biggest show of the whole week. So basically, it's where we get, if you can only tune in for one show in the week, this is the one you need to, because what we do is we generally have a brand new launch, which we've got today. We also take a look at the biggest launches that we've had the previous week, which we're going to be doing. That's what Joe's talking about, last of the stock of one of them there. And then also we give you a sneaky peek at some of the things that are coming up.
Oh, we've got some good ones, haven't we, today?
Oh, we've got some awesome, so it's basically last week, best of, something new, some awesome deals as well, which I forgot to mention, and then also looking ahead to the next week. So all I'm going to say is they've given me a whole 3 hours because we had so much to get through. I know usually we're doing our launch party show and then we're getting an extra hour in of some of the other products we've had on today. I've had to step in and say, look guys, I'm going to need the whole 3 hours to get through everything because especially this brand new launch of our new box. This is going to be amazing, but the demos are a little bit more involved and I want to be able to take you step by step through exactly how to do all of the techniques and all of the designs that are in there. Loads of you have already been ordering this. We will be taking a deep dive and having a look at it in a few minutes. We're just going to give everyone time to kind of get logged on and get into the show. But let me tell you, it's going to be an awesome show when it comes to some really in-depth demonstrations, lots of little looks at techniques, a little bit of gossiping with Joe.
Oh, yeah.
And then also the sneaky peeks at all the other awesome stuff coming up.
Amazing. Right, I need to give you loads of heads up. Lots of you chatting already. We can still have salacious gossip as well on a Tuesday, as well as all the other great stuff as well. Crafters TV, if you want to get in touch with me on Facebook. Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Georgianne is here, I can see. Sherry's in Illinois. Who else? We've got Kimberly's in North Carolina. Catherine's in San Diego. Terry's in Ohio. Ohio, Terry. Yes, if you, lots of you letting me know that you've already gone for it as well. It is, of course, the brand new craft kit. Those of you that are in the subscription, of course, you'll be just about to receive this. Some of you may already have your hands on it. What's so cool is with this box that the value, as they always are, absolutely off the chart. It is, of course, box number 46, and it is all about iris folding. Now, maybe you didn't go for the previous iris folding collection. Not a problem, because you've got everything in here that you need to go for. Maybe you already went for the iris folding collection. Also, not a problem, because the two brand new designs within this kit for you. So it's going to work perfectly alongside the iris collection you already have, or it's going to be a brilliant starting point, and the value for money is absolutely colossal. Remember as well, full video tutorials available for you at crafterscompanionbox.com. But you've got dies, templates, stamps, panels, envelopes, ribbons, gems, coloured card. You've got paper strips. You've got everything you need in here to create the most incredible iris folding projects, as you can see here. And I love these. You've got the heart in there and you've got the tulip. I'm thinking for wedding cards, these hearts are going to be absolutely adorable. Hundreds of you have already gone for this today, so you will need to be quick if you want to get your hands on it. $24.99 or $29.95 becomes $19.99 or $23.96. Also, don't forget, £10 Tuesday. We love a bit of £10 Tuesday. Over on the website, you'll find a whole category of products that are discounted to £10 or $10. I want to call it like a bargain section, because the thing is though with a bargain section in the supermarket, Sarah, or in any shop, it's where all the rubbish goes, isn't it? So you have to rummage through. This is not like a bargain bin because it's got amazing things in there that are discounted. So make sure you head over and check that out on the website. And if you want to place an order, of course, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. just hearing how busy it is already on this box. I know these boxes, Sarah, are always incredible value, but I can't believe we've been able to do an iris folding box for this price.
I know. Do you know what? This specific box, which, can I just say, is number 46 on the number of boxes that we've been doing. This is the 46th box.
Who's got them all? I want to know in the comments.
Oh, I'd love to know. I would love to know. I would actually love to know if anybody in the subscription in the US has had this one delivered yet and what you guys think. What I will say is, because I'm saying this epitomises everything we're all about, because the idea is every time we launch a new box, I'm wanting to introduce you ideally to a new technique. Now, don't get me wrong, we haven't come up with 46 different techniques, but what we've been able to do is sometimes we focus on edgeables, sometimes we look at creator cards, sometimes we might look at shaker cards, sometimes we might look at embossing. With this one, iris folding, we've never ever done iris folding in a box before. We launched the iris folding collection a few months ago and you guys have loved having the tools to do iris folding. Now, if you haven't, as Joe said, if you didn't get that collection, you just want to give it a go, the great thing about the box is it's not just the iris folding dies and templates and papers, it's also all the extra accessories to make a beautiful card. And my hope and aspiration is you'll try this and then fall in love with iris folding. So whether you are a hardcore crafter who loves iris folding and just wants to fill up your stash, or whether you're a relative newbie, whether it's a newbie crafter or an advanced crafter that's just never tried iris folding, everything you need is in the box. Everything you need. So I'm going to show you, just for those of you that don't really understand what iris folding is.
It's definitely something everyone, could you say something everyone can have a go at, even right, absolute beginners, Sarah?
Totally. Now ours is based on die cutting as well, because we die cut the aperture. So as long as you've got a die cutting machine, you're going to be able to die cut the shape. Everything else you need's in the box. But it's the whole idea of this kind of paper folded on the inside. And you're going to get everything to be able to do it with both the tulip and also these beautiful, and I love the idea that it's not just the one heart, Joe, it's the set of hearts that work together on here.
So cute, aren't they?
So if I just show you exactly what that is, if I unbox the box,
Ooh,
right?
yes, please.
It'll all make a little bit more sense, right? So, first of all, here are the dies. So you're going to get the die cut to cut the aperture that we're talking about doing here for the tulip. So that is the one that is going to cut the aperture, okay? Also, can you see you're getting the one that cuts those two hearts together? So that's going to cut all of this. But then it's all the accessory pieces. So for example, on this card, you can see we've got the leaves and the little flowers. That's because they all come included on there as well. So you've got a lovely selection of dies to get you started. Now, this is the clever bit. And I'm going to teach you how these work. This is how we've made iris folding easy, because we've given you the template that goes underneath once you do the die cutting. I'm going to be showing you that in just a minute, okay? Then it's all about having strips of paper. So what we've done is we've already got the paper ready in strips for you. So both the plain and the coloured here. And you can see we've done it in the different colour palettes, and I've tried to do just nice, so can you see we've just done the nice spotty ones so that you've got a design that's not going to overwhelm. So you can see you've got the pinks, you've got the purples, and then also you've got those lovely deeper shades in there.
They're really quite modern, aren't they?
They're really nice. So that makes life easy having all of these, okay? Then, to be able to finish the card off, we've given you some beautiful stamps that tie into the themes of the dies that you've got. You've got a load of cards and envelopes to be able to get started. You've then got, if I just show you the papers, so you've got lovely base papers as well to work from. And also you've got the ribbons and the gems. Everything is working perfectly in conjunction. They'll all come in individual little packets, just so you know there. But you've got that base cardstock, ribbons and gems, all the papers cut for you, ready to go, and then all the accessories. So over the course of the show, guys, I'm going to be showing you how to do. We'll start first of all on the tulip, and I'll teach you how to do the tulip. Later in the show, we will then progress on, and I'll teach you how to do the hearts as well. So do not go anywhere for the next few hours, because we're going to delve right in. I'm going to make it like a mini iris folding masterclass.
Ooh.
When can you learn a new technique? $24.99, $29.99 if you're in the US. But actually, look at them prices if you're a platinum member. When could you learn a new technique for that price? I'm just going to tell you now. It's impossible,
yeah.
But the boxes make it possible.
They really do. I'm just hearing how many of you are going for this already. It's really, really busy already on this. Hundreds of you have gone for this today. If you want it, snap it up. It's going to be extremely popular. I think it's going to be one of those boxes that, you know, sometimes they're always great value, and sometimes we have a box that comes in and then goes out of stock almost immediately, and it's just never to be seen again. This is looking like it's going to be one of those boxes.
We don't ever repeat these boxes. We
Right.
don't ever repeat them. So sometimes we have to order different quantities of each box based on how many people we predict is going to be in the subscription, how busy we expect a box to be. But once it's sold out, that is it. We'll never bring them back again. So if you really love Iris Fold, and I'm telling you now, this will be one of the boxes that sells out, and you'll never see us kind of coming back demonstrating it, nothing. Get it while you can. If you want to get one for a friend, one for a relative or something who's getting into it, get them now, because this box will not last. I envisage this is going to be one of them ones that will probably sell out in the first week and never be back again.
The other great thing as well you could do with this, if you are trying to get someone into crafting, Sarah, and they don't have a die cutting machine, you could die cut all the card blanks for them, couldn't you? And then send that out to them. And then they don't even need a die cutting machine. You've got everything. You could even maybe stamp a sentiment up onto the card blank as well. Loads of you multi-ordering on this now as well. $19.99, $23.96. Patty's letting me know she's got every single one of the craft kits. That is incredible. Who out there is collecting them? Caters as well. The pre-cut strips say a load of heartache and tears compared to cutting by hand. And also, yeah, lots and lots of love for it. Kate says it looks like it's going to be a fantastic show. It really, really is. I'm also now hearing it's busy still again on your Mini Memories Complete collection. 95% of the stock has gone. I'm going to be completely honest with you and share it's these two items that are going to sell this out, which is your 3D box corners and also your handles. So these are going to sell out. When they do, we have a backup collection for you, but if you want to get everything, we always say when we launch, don't we, it's the best time to grab a hold of it and make sure you've got the complete collection. If you want it, there's less than 50 sets to go around that have the hardware included. So if it is in your basket, please think about checking it out. 95% now of that stock has sold out and gone.
Yeah. What's going to happen? So we will absolutely be restocking this hardware. We are absolutely, because the response that we've had to this whole collection has been off the chart. I mean, literally, Leanne only launched it on Thursday, and we are here telling you a few days later that our whole launch stock is the bundle is about to sell out. Now, what's happened is, you guys have absolutely loved this. Now, when we say the hardware, this is what we're talking about. So it's these beautiful kind of corners that you can add onto here, or the little fronts on the drawers down here. This is what we're calling the hardware. So you've got the set, which is doing all of those little drawer pulleys, and then the set which is doing the little corners on the edge here as well. Now, as Joe said, when they sell out, we will still be bringing, because I've got demonstrations planned for the whole 3 hours on this. This is what I'm going to show you what I'm going to be making. I'm still going to be able to make for you the extra pieces. It's just you'll be buying a bundle which won't be as good value and won't have the accessories. So we'll just kind of not mention these for anybody who joins the show late and doesn't get it. So I want to be totally honest with where we are. We're not in danger of selling out of the extra pieces, of the main kit, but this is really crucial and critical. They've sold out individually. As Joe said, we've got less than 50 of the bundles now to go around with the hardware in. But just so you understand, if you haven't seen the launch already, Leanne did an amazing show. I'm also going to be doing some amazing demonstrations later. I'm going to teach you how to make the little mini books. So this is how you do the actual brag book itself, and you do all of the...
That's super cute, isn't it?
Pages. So I'm going to teach you how to do the spine with all of those little pages in, but then it's about taking it a step further, because it's not just about making the book, it's about having something to put the book in. So we also will be showing you how to make like a little unit to hold them, and in those units you build them up however you want. So you can either do these little holders, which I think are beautiful. I know a lot of people like to do the holders and put these in the little holders so that they can be nice and organised like this in the box. You can do the box and add 1, 2, 3, no drawers on if you want. You can do sets with just multiples of the holders. So over the course of the show, I will teach you how to make the little holders. I'll teach you how to make the little inserts that go inside. I'll also be teaching you how to do that technique with the spine and all the accessory pieces. We will learn all of that, but if you know you want it because you've been sitting on the fence for a few days and you really want everything and you want the best value, we're now down to 4% of the stock. So 4% of the stock. Chances are by the time I get to the demo, this one will have gone. We'll have the extras available for you, but if you think you might want it, now's the time. Otherwise, you're going to be paying, you know, not quite as good value and getting the bigger bundle.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't believe the value on the collection. When you look at what a strong concept it gives you, you're going to have so much fun making these for so many different occasions. $66.99, $79.95 is really great value for money when you look at what it's going to be able to produce for you. I'm just going to really quickly whiz through what you're getting, because you are getting a lot for your money here. So you get the flip book there, you get the spine and the binding, which is this element here. Then you've got your index pages there too, so your little dividers. This one here is your page edges. That's coming included. You'll use these for a whole host of different crafty projects. Then you've also got your decorative accessories, and then what you have are all of your templates to make those larger pieces there for you as well. The little insert bit, slide out bit, is just going to be so handy for having all over the home. So you're going to get all of the templates that you need in there included. $53.59, $63.96 if you're a platinum member, but as Sarah just said, 96% now of the stock which has the hardware included has gone. We must go back to the iris folding. So busy on this already in the first 17 minutes of this show. Lots of you multi-ordering on this as well, I'm hearing. I know a lot of you are patiently waiting for yours to arrive. I know they are winging their way out to you as we speak. Under £20 or $24 if you're a platinum member. I think at the moment, Sarah, it's really lovely, isn't it, to have some sort of craft that you can just like properly switch off from. You know, that's quite cathartic. You can just lock yourself away with no noise and distraction and just do something like really beautifully repetitive. You know, in the same way that you knit or crochet. That's where this sits for me. Right,
yes. Do you know what? So many people didn't understand what iris folding was and hadn't seen it before. In fact, in the comments, please will you comment so that Joe can kind of tally up how many people understand what iris folding is and have done it before, maybe have seen it but have never tried it, or had no idea what iris folding was before we started the show today. And I want to get a feel for where we're at and how many people are saying what. That would be brilliant to know. And I'm going to start straight on the demonstration. So I'm going to imagine I'm talking to those of you who had no idea what iris folding was and was starting it from the beginning, okay? So what I'm going to do is, we'll start with my box, right? So in here, what you need first of all to get started, I'll do the tulip first, okay? We're going to use this tulip die, and the tulip die is going to work with this piece here, right? So it's going to give you the little template on how it works. And I think we'll do the tulips and we'll do them in the shades of purple.
Oh,
so I'm going to get my purple out, right? So I'll take that to one side, Joe. I've done a little bit of prep work in that. I've just cut a little piece of cardstock that we're going to do the technique on. And I'm going to position this in the middle. Now, I've got a little bit of a tip for you, okay? Get yourself some tape. And I'm going to hold the tape. So if we're going to lie this down, I'm going to hold the tape in the middle, because this is the bit that is going to cut away, right? So you want to put that there on the bit that's going to cut away, not the bit that's going to stick, right? Now, you will notice that we've even made the dies so that they fit through the mini. So for those of you who really are brand new crafters or getting this for a brand new crafter, you could get them this and a Gemini mini, and you've got everything you need to get started.
So super speedy, that mini, isn't it?
Look at that. Isn't that incredible how we can do it all in one go, right? Now, what you'll see is
I actually quite like the waist there as well.
You know, you're going to use it. It's going to come in handy. Can you see this lines up over the template but back to front? Yeah, so can you see I just laid it straight over and it doesn't line up? That's because you need to be sticking to the back of the card. And then just to allow this to work really well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick myself a hinge on. So I'm going to hinge it down the side here so that as we're working on it, I can then open it up and show you where we are. All right? Make sense?
Okie doke.
Now, you're going to need, our lovely George can come in nice and close on here so that you can also, oh, you can come in close on my lovely nail. Look, I've had my nails done. Just for the show, Joe. So you can come right in and have a good look. Can you see me a little bit of sparkle?
Oh, I can see a little bit of sparkle.
Very pleased with me, a little bit of sparkle, right? Now, you've come in close not to see my nails up, but because you can see there's number 1, and then there's number 2, and then there's number 3. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with like should we start with the darkest colour and then go lighter? Yeah. So I'm going to get the darkest colour of this. You'll see we've printed it on both sides for you as well, just so it's going to look really professional. We're going to fold it in half and then crease it. All right, so you've got that nice folded edge, and this is the point with the folding. And then what you do is, I like to use a little bit of sticky tape. I'm going to pop this on, and can you see we're sticking it across the one. Tear that, because you only need the little bit of tape that goes across the one, and I'm going to hold it in place with a little bit of tape. Right? Now it's actually, when you're doing this in really, you're going to not stick it over the other numbers down here, right?
Okey-doke.
You don't need to, but I'm just doing it kind of for speed in the demonstration. So I'm going to do it and just speed things along a little bit. So there's number 2. So all I'm doing is taking number 2, lining that over there and sticking in place number 2. Don't worry that it like can flap open, because you're going to cover it with the next one as it is, right? Number 3 will go on there.
What I love about this is the reveal at the end, because you can't really see what you're working towards, can you? And then at the
Nobody's
end,
got
it's like
any
a
idea.
proper wow.
Well, that's why I've made my little hinge at the side so that I can show you when we get there. It'll all make sense in a minute, right? So 4 is down here. So I'm going to lie number 4 over the top, hold that in place again with a little bit more sticky. So just make sure that this is where you're putting your folded edge, remember, up to the side. So there's 4. 5's going to go down here. So if I put 5 down there, and I'm going to continue on with that, Joe, all the way around, just starting. So I'm going to still go with, I'm going to get another sheet of dark. So I'm going to do a couple of rounds of dark, and then we'll come to the next shade. Now, as long as everybody can see what I'm doing, you don't need to be able to, I don't need to keep telling you I'm on number 6. You know, you can see
Absolutely.
I'm on number 6. So I'm going to keep going around, Joe, but I'd love to know what everybody's saying in the comments based on those questions we asked.
Toodle Dings, which is my new favourite username, I think. Toodle Dings says, I've ordered the craft kit this morning. Leah Salt says you could also use the strips to make quilled flowers with if you wanted to as well.
Could.
Of course you could, absolutely. Are the pre-cut papers sold separately? There are some different pre-cut papers available over on the website.
Yes, because
if you want
everything that we do in the box is always exclusive,
Absolutely.
guys.
So these designs are exclusive to the box. We do sell other pads separately over on the website. Also, I know a lot of you own a lot of paper pads. A great way of getting back into your stash and discovering more. We've also talked about doing other things, using other things as well. You know, like old road maps, Sarah.
Oh,
I bet they
nice.
look amazing done as an Irish
Do you know what?
fold.
Even old newspaper, I think, would look good. So
maybe you love a wallpaper sample, maybe even wallpaper samples. You could cut those up with your guillotine, pop those through here. You'll find loads of different things to do and loads of different papers you can use. But yeah, if you do want more of the pad, we do sell a whole host of different designs over on the website. You'll find them over there. Maricel says, I did this a long time ago and had completely forgotten about it until I saw this. Mary Pat says, oh my, I'm so happy. I've ordered the Mini Memories collection. Still going very quickly, that Mini Memories collection. If it's in your basket, you probably need to think about checking that out. Catherine says the accessory dies with the earlier Precious Memory set would work well together.
Brilliant. They're all designed. They've been
Absolutely.
designed by the same person in our team to all work together, guys. So yes, they are all designed to be kind of part of the bigger family.
Hadassah says ice folding looks so pretty when it's completed. Sarah N wants to know why you fold the paper, Sarah, instead of just cutting it in half.
So if I do a little mini reveal as to how we're getting on so far, right, that is why.
Oh, nice.
So you get that beautiful crisp folded edge as opposed to it's called iris folding. So the idea is you've got that lovely folded edge, Joe, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Right, so I'm going to go to the third
you'd have
colour.
a sort of a raw white edge, I guess, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so if I was
Same.
to do that, you'd see this,
Yeah.
which is not what we want to do. So you're always, cut a slightly wider strip, fold it in half, doesn't have to be perfect, give it a nice crease. Notice I'm always burnishing that crease, and then I'm always getting ready with my first sheet of paper, and then I'm sticking this over, so there we go. And it's just a tear. And what I love about this is it's really, really mindful. So you can be totally lost in the moment, just doing, you know, thinking about this. You don't have to, I mean, I'm holding down a whole conversation with you here, Joe, whilst doing something which looks like a relatively difficult piece of crafting. You know, you don't need to worry about it. It's you just follow the numbers, especially when you're looking at the way that we've worked this up is we've worked it to do it with the you know, the numbered system. So it does make life so much easier when you do that and you're just following the numbers all the way around.
And
so
the great thing is you've got the template you're going to be able to use forever. You've got the dies to use forever. You've got loads of papers in your stash. So yeah, you're going to use everything in the box, but you're going to keep using these, aren't you? If you look after them, they'll last you forever, essentially.
They'll last you forever. Look at that, look how easy that was. Now I know that I haven't done, and you see, you've got a choice here. So if I'm going to be really honest, there's no way I was going to go and fold all those little pieces down the centre, right? It just, yeah, I would just go with one strip down the middle.
Yeah, agree.
But then also, where can you see, I've done this into here, but if you've got your little mini scissors, Joe, which I don't appear to have right at this moment, however, I can come in with me slightly larger ones. Look, you can even come in and kind of trim down this, because it's, in fact I can fold it, look at this, they will fold back up there so that you're not even seeing those pieces in here.
Amazing.
So now if I want to come in, I wanted to do 23 and 24, again I'm just folding over a nice strip of this card and even going straight onto them. It's you would be using green, wouldn't you? I'd use green for the leaves, Joe. I wouldn't use purple. Let's have a little look. I'm going to go in with a nice medium shade of green and just building that up, and again a nice fold over. And I'm just going to add on one at a time, 23 and 24. I'll do one leaf to give you the idea of how it's going to look.
Wendy Brandt says, I love the original Iris folding collection. I've ordered the box as well earlier today. Really excited to have a play with it. Absolutely. I know a lot of you ordered it and we'll be coming back and ordering this because the value of the card blanks, you know, the stamps, the papers that you've got in here, it's worth it for that alone. But also the two designs that are in this box were not two designs that were in the original collection. So yes, it's a brilliant starting point. It will also complement that main collection perfectly, which is why lots of you had so much fun with the original collection, now coming back and grabbing this one. Yolanda says, I love the papers in this kit. Of course, the only way to get these papers will be in this kit, as always. And Kathy says, I love this craft kit, Sarah. Please bring us more Iris folding goodies in the future.
Oh, hey, guys, if that's what you're asking for, we are listening. Your wish is our command.
Absolutely.
Do you know, I'd love to know for how many people this is their favourite box. Because I think it is, I can see it becoming a favourite box quite quickly, very easily here, Joe.
Yeah, and I
it
think
is so different.
The joy of the boxes is it gives you the opportunity to try something maybe you wouldn't ordinarily try. You know, try something new, which is fabulous. That's awesome.
Isn't that brilliant?
Really cool.
So, and then you see that comes off. You're going to lift off these little bits of tape that we just had just for positioning. You're not going to be doing yours live on TV, guys, so you are going to be able to take the time and do the stalk really nicely, you know, as opposed to me where I've just kind of fudged a little bit up there in the middle. So you can do yours however you want. Here's the one that we got ready beforehand. Can you see with that one? I've changed the colours every time I've done a strip. So that one is changing the colours. You can see the difference, can't you? That one is starting with the dark for a few, going to the light, medium, going to the light. That one is changing every time round you go, just having a little bit of a variation of strips as it was. So you do it, and you'll have a little bit plain. Every time you do them, they'll look a little bit different. And then all I'm going to do, Joe, is a little bit of matting and layering, and I'm going to make that into a lovely card.
Beautiful. Very, very busy on this still. Still lots of you multi-ordering on this at the moment as well. I remember what you're getting included. You're getting your metal dies in here, templates, clear stamps, card blanks, card panels, your envelopes. You've even got ribbons and gems in here, and then all of your coloured cards, and also your strip pads as well. And remember, if you are buying this from someone else, great idea to just cut the panels and then let someone else do the crafting bit themselves, the iris folding. But remember, if you are giving it to someone as well, full video tutorials available for this box over on the dedicated craft box website, which is crafterscompanionbox.com. The other thing to note as well is that there is a Facebook group as well dedicated to our craft kits, so you'll be able to go and make sure you join that when you get the box, and everyone else will be sharing their ideas and things that they've been making with theirs. It's like a real little community, isn't it, of crafting, which is fabulous.
There is, and a lot of people don't realise that all of that is out there, Joe. You know, they have no idea that we have the group, we do the videos, we have all the techniques there for you to watch. So all these videos that we do, when we teach you how to do it, a lot of them will go back to that, the video tutorials that we have, or perhaps you just need some ideas. Go and have a little look in the Facebook and you'll see loads of people there, and they'll post their samples, they'll post what they've made, all the ideas you'll be able to follow. I think that's what a lot of people love, Joe. It's just just needing to have all of the ideas as it was.
And those video tutorials are already uploaded over there on that website for you as well. So you know the moment this box arrives home to you, you will be able to have a little look at those. Nice to know, maybe a lot of you out there won't need them, but if you do need them, they are there. And I think especially if you are gifting this to someone, it's lovely to have the content there for them to watch back. Mary Pat said, I'd love to see a paper pad in these colours. This is the thing, Sarah, isn't it? If you want it, you've got to get it when it's in the box. Everything in here, these pads exclusive to the box. Rachel says, hi, just ordered my box. Craig says, I just started using this method with apprehension. Now it's the craft I can't put down. It's relaxing and the finished card fronts are so beautiful. I love that someone's apprehensive, gave it a go, and literally now it's their new favourite thing. I don't think you're going to be the last person to say that, Craig.
Do you know what? How nice, though, to tell other people, because it's one thing us saying that we think this is the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, look at that. Got a bit. That's why you don't get a little bit of tape on here.
Right.
We'll strategically position a... oh, crikey. We will, that's because I've got my tape on here, you see, so we'll strategically position our topper over there. Look at that. Nobody would ever know that that was going down there. I'll put that in the middle. Yep. Right. So let's have a little look here. Just building all that up, nice and easy, Joe. And then, can you see, all I'm going to do is I've got like a nice, remember you also get the, oh, whatchamacallit, you get the little toppers in here. You get the stamps that you can create your own little toppers. So friendship is a flower that blooms all season.
I love that
sentiment. That's why you want to be careful with all your tape. We've got, do you know what, we've got some lovely sentiment stamps in this box. It really does make such a difference, right? So we're going to add that on down in the corner. And we've also got a nice little bit of, let's have a little look. We'll put that ribbon over there to cover that little bit, Joe.
And then you're even getting those ribbons included as well, which is amazing.
Yeah, well that's the idea.
The whole shebang is in there for you.
Well, we've everything, even these gems. It does make such a difference having all of the ribbons, the gems, and also how nice when the ribbons match the gems. So just remember, I will be over the course of the show. We'll also come back and do the heart one too. I'm going to teach you all of them, but I wanted you to see just how to do all of those different technique pieces. Oh, little bit of matting and layering to go on the inside, and we will be good to go.
Hundreds of people already got the names on these boxes today. This is the first show you've seen to feature these as well. It's definitely a hot item. I know we were talking about it earlier, but I think it's going to be one of those boxes that comes in and goes out of stock very quickly. That is gorgeous. And I mean, no disrespect to you, but you managed to put that together really quite quickly, didn't you?
Well, that's it. I wanted you to see just how easy the iris folding is. It is a slightly more time-consuming craft, but please, go into it with your eyes wide open, knowing that's what you're going to be doing. The enjoyment is in the doing of it, though. That's the beauty of it. So, yes, and just to confirm, for those of you that kind of missed the beginning part of the show, that's the tulip. You can also do the heart, and I will be showing you the heart the next time we come back to this one. I love both of these. You've got all the spotty papers in there, and you've got all of the plainer papers in there as well as the card blanks and the envelopes and the beautiful gems and the ribbons and the strips of paper, so that all of the folding's done for you. You've got the templates to go with the dies that you've got. We've literally planned everything, Joe.
Yeah, it really is so cool. I've got a selection of the finished samples that have been made using this too, and they are a really cute size card, really lovely size. This one I've been done as an easel card, as you can see there. Even on just a very standard left fold card, they work absolutely beautifully. And the great thing is that everything's going to work, because you've got in there, of course, the ribbons, you've got the colour match gems, the cardstock. It's all going to work beautifully together. The sentiments that have been created especially to work with this particular collection too. So the whole thing really just strikes the most beautiful tone. Let me just show you that twisted easel card that's been done there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Who's done that one? It was, I need to have a look. It is, who did it? Nicola did that one. Absolutely beautiful, Nicola. And again, really nice. Love the fact that you've even got the embellishing elements within the dies all coming included for you, which is fantastic. So definitely snap them up. $24.99, $29.95 full video tutorials, remember, over at crafterscompanionbox.com. Make sure you're joining the Facebook group as well. There is just loads of reasons to get excited about this particular craft kit. I think even if you only made the 12 cards that are in there, it's great value for money. But you are getting the dies, the templates, the clear stamps, card blanks, card panels, envelopes, assorted ribbons, gems, the coloured card, and then 3 of the strip pads as well. So brilliant, brilliant value for money. Let's move back to the Gemini Mini Memories Complete Collection. Less than 25 now to go around because of these 2 elements. So the hardware elements for you, which is your handles and also your box corners. So these are what are going to sell out first. And we will have another backup bundle with the other elements available. But if you want these, how much of the stock's left, Georgina? 3% of our stock is now remaining. I'm going to take you through what you get. I can't believe the value on this as well. When you look at what an incredible concept these are. So this one here, this is your flip book that you've got here firstly. And also, this is your flip book, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nesting dies there that you're going to be able to use with the collection or away from the collection, which is brilliant. Then you've got your spine and binding. You've got the index pages in here. The page edges, you'll use these across a whole host of different crafting projects. Then you've got your decorative accessories, and then what you've got is all the different templates in here that you could need. So for your spine cover, this one's here, your pocket pages, you've got the box file. The box file is going to be so handy for loads of different jobs around the house. And then this one here, of course, is your drawer casing, and then your box unit too. $66.99 or $79.95. There's less than 20 now of these to go around. So I think what we're going to do is, I know Sara's desperate to do a demonstration on this because she absolutely adores them. What I will do is give you an opportunity to check out your baskets now if you've got this item in your basket, because if you don't check out, you are going to miss out. It's going that quickly at the moment. So I'll share all the details with you, Club Inspire, whilst you get checked out, and then we'll come back for a demonstration with Sara.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick buy. all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Oh, a fabulous quick bite there for you. We're going to have a little look at our first preview. We've got loads. I always think there's like salacious gossip about what's coming up later. These are amazing because these are your brand new shadow box dies. Something I know a lot of you enjoy making. Some of you probably tried to make these for ages unsuccessfully. Now got a die that makes it so easy and simple for you. So this one here, that is your slimline. Then you're also going to get your 5x7, and you will get your 6x4 in here as well. These are big dies. They are launching on Thursday with myself and Craig, I believe, bringing these to you. So very excited about that. These are just going to be so practical, aren't they, Sarah?
Well, yeah, you think you're excited about them? Wait till you see how excited Craig is about them. I think it's one of the biggest launches this year he's been the most excited about. He's been prepping for the show for a couple of weeks now. Now, here's what you're going to do, okay? It's going to make you the box that goes around the base. So it cuts out the base card and folds around this box. So what you've got is, if you're doing cards that have got like your 3D flowers or anything like that, you've got the box to support it so that when it goes flat, it's going to protect everything inside. Now that is your little 4x6 one. We've also got the 5x7, so he's the larger size. So I wanted you to see the two sizes next to each other so you can appreciate the difference that you've got in the sizes there. But then not only that, you then have the slimline one. Now, slimline cards are super popular at the moment. So that is your slimline one. Again, I love the decoration on this. But look at some of the cards that we've done with them, Joe, right? This one here is actually being done, and it's been ribbon threaded around the outside. Can you see? So the way the designs are, so how when you see the designs that Joe's got, you can see what it's going to do is you can cut the actual base. But then also what you can do is you can do the cut-in dies that go around there as well. So it's just going to add, and it even has then, you see you've got like the nice little corners and things like that. So if you want to take it to the next level, what about samples like this?
That's amazing. You know, where you
can be putting multiple ones, put your designs in the middle. I've seen what Craig's got planned, and Craig's got a wonderful project with some gorgeous pictures in with him and his mum as well. So you can see that whether it's cards, whether you're doing things like the photo frames, you'll see how they all open out, and then you can do the most beautiful designs, but inside the frames. Make sense?
Cute, absolutely super cute. I love that one with a massive butterfly in there as well. And just a great way to frame a whole host of different crafty projects that you might want to use. It's going to be really busy. If you want to see the launch day for those, 2 p.m. Here in the UK on Thursday, and that's 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. For West Coasters. So make sure you join myself and Craig. I'll be bringing you the second half of that show. Barbara's already got these at home and loves them. Says I did the 4x6 this morning. Make sure you send us in some pictures of those on Thursday if you have been crafting with them. Dieta asks, will you need the Gemini Pro to cut the shadow box dies out, Sarah?
Right. No, so Leanne recommends that you cut them on the Pro, because if you cut them on the Pro, you'll get a really nice crisp finish because the size of them is so big. However, we have made them so that they will fit through the regular Gemini. So those of you who have the regular Gemini, all 3 sizes will fit on your regular Gemini plates, but just.
Amazing. So yes, regular Gemini or larger if you want to get your hands on those. Going to be very busy. Note that in your diary. Make sure you'll join us back here for that on Thursday. Right, we're going to go back to the mini memories. I've got a couple of times over here. Let me just grab a couple more for you as well, because they are so gorgeous and just so practical. I mean, what are you going to be filling these with? I think They are beautiful. Let me share with you here just some of the designs that have been put together. I love how practical these are for stationery or notelets or, you know, little letter writing. I think you can actually make these up for someone but fill them with a whole host of different bits and bobs. Let me bring this one down here as well. I love this one because it's got the journal in here, and it's also then got the organiser in here too. You're going to get everything you need to create these. The next, how many have we got left? Less than 20 people to go for it. We'll get the hardware included as well. Less than 15 now, I'm being told. So if it's in your basket with the hardware, you want to check it out. I just love this one here as well. They're really substantial too. I mean, you know, of course, Leanne and her team bring us amazing design, innovation. But when you actually pick these up and you feel these samples that have been made, it's almost like, I guess it's a couple of layers of card together. It's almost like mount board. It doesn't feel like something you crafted at home.
How to do all of that?
It feels like something you will have gone out and bought from a gift shop. How much should you be paying, you know, for a personalised memory book like this from a gift shop?
You'll be paying for the cost of the kit in no time
Absolutely, easily. And then the drawer in here too, which is fantastic. There's so many different ways that you can use these, and also use all of your different design papers that you've got that you're going to absolutely love. Even putting the memory book there as well. Look at that, beautiful. Inside the organiser itself too. I can't believe the values, Sarah, as well. When you look at what a strong concept this is and you think about how many, I bet there'll be people at home that are ordering these thinking, right, I'm going to make one for, you know, my Auntie Jean, one as well for, you know, a new baby that's coming along, someone's getting married, they're going to need one. You'll be quickly thinking about all the different people you can make these up for, and your initial investment is $66.99 or $79.95. Well, it isn't, is it? Because you're all getting some sort of Club Inspired discount, and Platinum members $53.59 or $63.96. Exceptional value. I'd love to know who's gone for these since we launched them. I just think they're going to be that get you out of a, you know, when you're going somewhere, if it's a party or a wedding or whatever, you think, what on earth am I going to get that person? You're going to make them one of these fabulous mini memory collections because they're gorgeous.
Exactly, and do you know what? I'm going to go right back to the beginning. So any of you who are just seeing this for the first time, I'm going to give you a little flavour in this show. But remember, Leanne's done a whole 2-hour masterclass for the launch day last Thursday. So you can always buy the product, get it home, and know that you've still got that masterclass to go back and watch, and you can take it at your own pace. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, first of all, just how to make the actual memory album itself. And then later on in the show, we'll come back and we'll do the container, the little drawer unit, the pulley out sliders. So I'm going to focus on this one first, okay? Now, it's 2 components to this drawer. Firstly, we're going to make the spine. And then once we've made the spine, we're then going to learn how to make the pages. And you know how you said the pages look like chipboard pages? I'm going to show you how to make those chipboard pages feel like chipboard when we don't have chipboard in there, right? So, first of all, the key die in here, those of you who are just like picking and choosing little bits from the collection, this is the one that you all need to get, okay? So in this set here, you can see it's got, this is like your spine die, and you're going to cut out multiples of these, and then this, if you wanted, would cut out the pages. Now, there is full instructions come included, Joe, so you can follow that through. You've even got the die that cuts the little holes if you're wanting to do them and tie them together. So everything is all explained in here, and you can go and watch Leanne's show on exactly what all the different components are. Remember, this is just a taster show as it was. So you're going to cut that out, and I want you to cut a few of them out. So this is what they look like when they cut out. And you'd be struggling for you to see this on the camera, but can you see they've got like score lines on them and little crosses on here. So what I want you to do is I want you to fold over on the cross lines. Do you know what I am going to do, Joe? I'm going to just make sure I get this little bit of tape up before I, there we go, before I stick it onto anything. So I want you to fold over all of these on that lovely cross line so that you get a nice crisp edge to it. Then not that, but I also want you to fold the side panels over and give them a nice burnish too.
Just letting you know, we're down to the last 1% of the stock with the hardware in, Sarah. It is going to go. We do have a backup bundle for you as well, which is everything else, excluding the hardware. It's also on a good deal as well. But if it is in your basket with the hardware, please do check it out. Rose says she's got a message for you, Sarah. She says, thank you for introducing me to all of the different UK brands, such as Creative Expressions, Dreamies, etc. on the site. I've so enjoyed making things and would never have known them if it wasn't for you and the guys at Crafters TV.
Ah, our pleasure. Do you know, that's why we thought, do you know, we thought it was about time. We'd started doing a little bit, but we didn't have enough time in our schedule to be able to bring you all of the other partner companies that want to work with us. So what we thought we'd do is, do you know, we thought we'd just extend the number of hours that we were live each day so that we would have time to still bring you all of the masterclasses and the craft-alongs and everything that you love Crafters Companion-wise, but then also be able to bring you some of our partner brands as well so that you can see all of their products. So it's worked out quite well, hasn't it?
It really has.
Right, once we get to this bit, Joe, I want you to put where the crosses are, we're going to put tape on and we're going to stick these together. Now, in an ideal world, I would put either red liner tape or I would use some wet glue for this. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the tape pen just for speed. So have you noticed what I did there? I put tape pen on both sides. So I went right down one side, and then so that we're sticking tape to tape, I went across the other side as well, so that when you hold these and stick these together, I'm using the friction there to make sure that's really well stuck, and we've got that, that's going to form the part of the spine. Yep. So
Excellent.
you're going to do a few of those, Joe. As many as you want, depending on how big you want your book to be. That book that I've done what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages in there.
Is there any limit to how big it can be, how many
Nope.
pages you have?
You make it as big as you want. I find
Excellent.
it's quite a nice number though, not too many on there.
Okey-doke.
Right? Then what you've got is, you've got the templates to enable you to do, these are the templates to do the outer boxes, but then you've also got the template that comes included that you draw around, that you had the little board for it, to do the spine. So what I've done is I've drawn on where it's put the fold lines so that you can see there, and again, when I fold these over, this is going to form the kind of base of the spine. We're going to stick all of our spine pages into the middle and then put that around the outside. So you see these have to go into this section here, and we're going to stick them all down one at a time and have them kind of all holding up from there. So can you see? This forms this piece around the side there. So all I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm just going to work my way, sticking these. I might just do a couple of pieces on this one, but I'll stick them in place one at a time. And again, as long as everyone can see what I'm doing, you don't need to actually hear me explaining it. You just need to be able to see, ah, yes, she's gluing A to B. I know what she's doing there. Make sense?
Absolutely. Indeed it does. And talking about other brands as well, remember Paper Dynamics are back with us tomorrow here on Crafters TV. Hurricane Keith, as I affectionately refer to him, will be back in the studio. I've known Keith for a long time, get why we're calling him that. But yeah, he'll be back in the studio. He'll be here with George in the morning, which will be what, 10 AM in the UK, 5 AM over on the East Coast. And then he'll be back with us throughout the rest of the day tomorrow too. I know there's a craft along tomorrow with myself and Jan, and then Creative Cravings as well. Keith will be featuring in all 3 of those shows, which is excellent. There is less than 10 of the Mini Memory full collections to go around. If they are in your basket, I know I'm sounding like a broken record now, but if they are in your baskets, please do check them out. Gilmore's just got their hands on theirs. Catherine says, I've ordered the Mini Memories collection as well. Can't wait to make them for my daughters. They'll be treasures for years in their future families. I think that's a really good point as well. And I think a lot of us maybe have memories and keepsakes and don't do anything with them, which is a bit of a travesty. So, you know, a collection like this is going to allow you to catalogue them, to actually do something with them, keep them somewhere gorgeous. And also, you guys out there have got loads of Sara signature collections, things like your papers too. You're going to be able to theme these really beautifully, I'm thinking, Sara.
Oh, that's the idea. I mean, I've used the beautiful butterfly pad that we've got. That's what I've done a lot of my die cutting with today. But what I wanted you to see is basically what you could be doing, because if I just bring this in here, Joe, this collection of dies, this is another set that you've got in here. Can you see, basically, we've got 6 different page edges. So what you would do is you would just cut yourself a piece of paper, and it's up to you. Now, I've done these square. So if you can see, this is, let me just tell you exactly. Yeah, it's exactly 5 inches tall, but I've done mine 5 by 5 so that the base card comes out of 5 by 5. But if you cut a 5 by 5, you can use just the rounded edge, and you can see I've rounded the edges off on all my pages. Or you can do the scallop, or you can do the point here, or you can do the round, loads of different finishes, but I quite like this idea of this one here. So what I've done is, I've done a whole wodge of papers that I have die cut that rounded corner to it, okay? And then I've also done a whole wodge of black cardstock, where I've also rounded the edge on the black cardstock with the same die, Joe. So I've just done a little pile of them. And all I'm going to do is, one at a time, I'm going to stick these in, stick the page in, and then once I've stuck the page in, I'm going to sandwich the page between two other pieces. So every time I'm just taking a little bit of tape coming down here, so a couple of levels of tape. I'm then going to put tape down the edge of this here, so that we've got tape onto tape, holding that in place, and then sticking in that first leaf, okay?
Okie doke.
So, first leaf goes in. Then what we're going to do is, we're going to sandwich, you're going to use the paper, and we're going to sandwich one either side of where we've got that little spine piece. And what I'm going to do to sandwich them, Joe, is I'm going to use the Collal All-Purpose, because I've got manoeuvrability with this. So can you see, if I take this all the way here, I've got manoeuvrability all the way through. I'm going to pop that into place, can you see? And then just positioning that down, and make sure that that is coming right up to the edge and right up to these edges here, so that you can't see any of the outside, right? So there's one, and then once we're stuck down, I'm going to do exactly the same with the other piece and stick the next one down. So again, Joe, what I can do is I can continue on, stick a few of these pages in, just while everyone's kind of watching what I'm doing.
Absolutely. A lot of people talking about the upcoming launch of the shadow boxes and how excited they are about that. Still extremely busy as well on that brand new craft kit. Hundreds of you have gone for that already today since it was launched this morning. So yeah, lots of you also deciding to multi-order on that, which is fantastic and a really great idea. Linda initially wasn't going to get this particular collection, the mini memories, but it says after I saw everything you can make with it, I have a new great grandbaby girl. I'm going to make one of these for her. Yeah, going to be absolutely adorable. Just a really great gift, especially for like a first birthday, to be able to give, you know, a little selection of memories from like baby's first year. I think it's something super cute, and also so incredibly thoughtful and unique, one-of-a-kind gifts that no one else is going to be giving as well, which I think says a lot.
I couldn't agree more, Joel. Now, our original Precious Memories, which was like the predecessor to this is a build-on to what was one of our most successful launches ever in the history of our company. Can you remember you and I doing shows with that, Joe, in the first lockdown?
It's off the chart, wasn't it?
It really was. I remember we used to wait for the stock would come in, and then we'd do the show, and then the stock would be gone almost as soon as it had arrived, and then we're back onto a 3-month waiting list for the stock to come back in again. It was literally that crazy for them. And but I remember doing, because I made so many of them, because it was during lockdown that launched, I can remember doing them for like all of my friends for different occasions. And one of my friends had a baby relatively recently, and so I did one, but I did it for a mum. And I sent her mum a little memory album. And the thing is, you can knock up a memory album in a couple of hours. So it was like an evening's project to send her it. Oh, my word, her mum absolutely made up. That memory album goes everywhere with her. Like literally now, still a couple of years on, she's still talking about it. Because when everybody said, oh, let's see your new grandson, Freddie, she would get the pictures out. Instead of like getting the phone out and flicking through pictures on her phone, she actually got a real life book out and showed everybody. And then everybody would say, oh, where did you get that from? How have you got one of these? And she'd say, well, my daughter's friend made it for me, you know. And you know, it just meant so much more to have something handcrafted than just buying some, you know, a memory album or just putting some pictures into a little scrapbook, for example. It was so much nicer to have a homemade something or other.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and also a great way to display your pictures as well. And we talk about this a lot, don't we, Sarah? The fact that, well, you phone, you take pictures, they never see the light of day until your memory runs out, then you're deleting a load of them. But what's the point of taking all those gorgeous pictures if you're not going to actually do anything with them? It's such a shame to not do something nice with them. This is definitely an opportunity for you to do something with them. What's the name of that little printer that you've got for your pictures, which is super handy?
Oh, I love my little Canon Pixma.
Yeah.
And it prints off 4x6 pictures, and I do all of my photos. I print them all off on proper quality photo paper, Joe, and it just really makes such a difference. Now look at that, that's coming together already, and you see you can finish that off, so I can put one on the base here and then even something on the front. So I wanted you to see how, I mean, what, I've been on with this, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
You will have so much more time at home, but I wanted you to see how even in just like 10 minutes, you could really make something quite meaningful, quite easily. So, yes, right, go on. I'm at my last couple of bits of the pages, Joe, and then I don't need to do all the decoration. You can, I'll show you the one that I've finished decorating for this, but it just gives you an idea, I think, of where we'll be going as it is.
Absolutely beautiful. Is that vintage butterfly collection that you're using here?
It is,
Oh,
yes.
it's cute, isn't it? Debbie Robinson was in that element last week when she got to launch that. Honestly, I've never seen her so excited. I thought she was going to take off at one point. She was so excited over that side of the studio. Lots of you still talking about these. Lots of you letting me know you got your hands on these already. Remember as well, you can go back and watch the launch back of this as well. So 2 hours of inspiration. Was it with Leanne, the launch?
It was.
On
She had a whale of a time.
Friday, was it?
Right.
Thursday it was. So from start to finish, step by step, full tutorials as well. So of course you can come back and watch Sara's demonstration on this. Go back and get Leanne's inspiration. No doubt we'll have a craft along coming up on these really soon too. So absolutely beautiful. And again, they do go together quickly, Sara, which surprises me with these.
That's the idea. I mean, I've done that, about 15 minutes, say? And what I've tried to do is show you the construction. So if I go back to the one that I've finished and decorated, can you see I left this one with a open flap just for a little bit of a difference. And then all I've done is added on all of my own photographs. So because we did that double layering, Joe, I was showing you, look how strong they are. And then you just add your own photos. Now, all these mats and layers on the photographs, these are all from the extra matting and layering set, which comes included. So I think it's really important for people to understand what you're getting, because you're getting the dies that do that clever memory album, but then you also get the dies that do the mats and layers. You also get the dies that do all these accessories, so all things like this, and then also the little tags and the butterflies and the frames and the borders, they all come included. You get all of those. You then get all the different page bases, all the different shapes and sizes you can do for the pages. Some of you might want to just do, instead of the different sizes of pages, this one here does your little tabs. So can you see if you want to make your own directory, for example, or recipe cards or something like that. That's got all of the little tabs that go down the side. So they're called index pages that they create. And then you've got two sets of the templates. One set which is going to make the outside base box, and then the other set which is going to do the little inside. So it's basically these pieces here. Now I will demonstrate those later in the show, but they're all designed to work together so that this fits inside here. These fit inside the box. And then you can add little drawers if you want. You could just have more of these if you wanted to. Again, I've decorated all these with the vintage butterflies, but then if you do want those beautiful corners and the little bits on the edges of the boxes here, all of these are what we are selling out of really, really fast. So all I would say is when Joe's calling the stock update, that's because the bundle at the moment includes the drawer fronts and the corner edges. So if you go for the bundle now, you've got those in. If you miss it, once that's sold out, we will still have stock of all of the templates and the dies. We just won't have the complete collection that you've got on your screen now.
Right, let's take you back to what we get included. This will be your last opportunity to see this bundle with the two elements of the hardware in there. So let me take you through what you're getting. You're getting the flip book in here. Now the great thing is about this, these are awesome nesting dies that you've got just there. So you're going to be able to use those as nesting dies, which is brilliant. Then we've also got here the spine and binding as well that you can see, so perfect for building that spine. Then you've got your index pages, super handy there as well. Then you've got your page edges, which are going to be able to be used in a whole host of different projects. These are a really handy set of dies to have these. Then your decorative accessories as well here. Now the decorative accessories, also awesome and able to be used across a whole host of different projects. Then you've got your drawer template. In here you're going to get the pocket page. You've got templates for the spine cover. Also the box file. Now the box file is so handy, especially for storing little stationery items and notelets and such. And then you've got your drawer casing, and also the box unit panel too. All of the stencils that you need included, all of those dies, and for now, the hardware, $66.99 or $79.95. There are actually now more of you trying to get a hold of this than we actually have stock available. So if it's in your basket, check it out before you miss out, because it is going very, very quickly. We're going to have a look at something else that I've not seen before. They were launched just yesterday, which is very exciting. And it is these. It is your... Oh, no. Oh, I'm jumping the gun, aren't I? I'll show you a picture of them for now, and then we'll grab the items in a minute. $37.99, $47.75 is your price on those. So do grab them. Brand new yesterday. You got a 20% saving, which is, I still think it's bonkers, the fact that we give you brand new launches and also discounts on there too. $30.39 or $38.20 if you are a platinum member and you want to grab your hands on those. Look at me jumping the gun, trying to give you sneaky previews already a little later in the show. Right. The iris folding, still very, very busy on this. Hundreds of you have gone for this today. It's going to be one of those super duper popular boxes. The great thing about this is you've got loads of different elements, over 380 elements included in the box. So you've got your metal dies in here, plastic templates, your clear stamps, card blanks, panels, envelopes, assorted ribbons, gems, coloured card, and also the 3 strip cards as well, paper strip pads. Almost every single basket this evening has one of these in it, and I am not surprised. A lot of you are choosing to multi-order. Don't forget that you also have full video tutorials that are already uploaded to the website crafterscompanionbox.com, and make sure you join the Facebook page as well, because there's a whole community over on Facebook of people sharing ideas and things that they are creating with theirs. $24.99 or $29.95 is... It's colossal value for money when you think about all the goodies that you're getting in there. But we can take that under £20 or $24 if you are a platinum member. So definitely get your hands on that. That is one of those that is going to go. And then, of course, you know, all the elements in here exclusive. What I would say as well is if you already have the iris folding collection, the larger collection that we brought out, brilliant. This is a perfect addition because the 2 designs that are in here are completely different to the designs that were in the main collection. Also, maybe you couldn't quite stretch to the main collection. You want to dip your toe in now and have a little try. See what all the fuss is about, because everyone's absolutely loving the main iris folding collection. Here's your opportunity without breaking the bank. Right, we are going to move on. What a week we've had here on Crafters TV. Honestly, we've got launches coming out of our ear holes. There's so many of them, absolutely loads. And time for another Nitwit collection. You guys absolutely love these Nitwit collections that we bring to you. And what we do is we bring all the design of all the lovely designs of Nitwits, and then of course we combine that with our paper crafting know-how here at Crafters Companion and bring you out these wonderful paper craft kits. This is a whole pad here of die-cut toppers that you're looking at. Tiny little dicky bows in here, floral corners, borders, butterflies, really some of your most favourite things in here. I'm thinking this is going to be absolutely exquisite for Mother's Day at the end of this month, if you are, of course, here in the UK. Then you've got the vellums too, and the vellums, absolutely beautiful. They're like really lovely sort of vintage fabrics almost, the designs that you've got on here. Brilliant opacity, as you would expect. Really great quality too. So you're going to get that included. Then you're also going to get as well some amazing luxury cardstock in there. And then you've got your pattern papers too. And again, really lovely quality, 180 GSM on these ones. And the colours and the designs are beautiful. Some really lovely bold floral elements, as well as some sort of patterns in there and some smaller repeating patterns in the floral. That one is absolutely exquisite there with the detail in the background. A really gorgeous selection when it comes to the papers, the vellums, the toppers that you're going to get in here. Let's move into the hardware then. So you're going to get the embellishments in here as well. So these are these gorgeous brads with the matching buttons and the matching ribbons as well. I don't remember us doing sort of dimensional elements before in a Nitwits collection, so it's really exciting to have those for you. Next up here is your stamps. So you've got awesome things, really beautiful, very elegant brush lettering font there as well. This one here, celebrate this day, get well soon, hello to you dear friend. Really, really classy sentiment selection there. Next up then, you've also got this one, which is your beautiful lace. Really lovely design on the edge ball. It's almost a little bit oriental, isn't it? If you wanted to theme it up, maybe partner this with something like our chinoiserie collection, I think would work really well with that. And then this one, oh my, boom, triple boom, as Tiffany would say. That is so elegant, an incredible amount of detail there in that particular die. You've then got your elegant rose, which is a stamp and die. Use a stamp on its own, or you can combine it, of course, with the die itself. And then what we also have for you is this one just here, which is your brilliant florals, really lovely, sculpted emboss, such a really lovely deep emboss on that cardstock, as you can see there. A beautiful collection, a bumper collection as well for a Nitwit collection. It's a big one, this, saving you $22.91 or $28. So today price $86.99 or $109.50. Of course, we can bump that down to $69.59 or $87.60 if you are a platinum member. Loads and loads of love coming in for that last demonstration of Sara's. Kay just asked you if you could just recap again what the name of that printer was, Sara, that you use.
Yes, it's a Canon Pixma. So if you go and have a look on Amazon, they sell them. Over in the US, they have them on HSN every single time we have a craft day, or it seems to. So that would, honestly, they're brilliant. They just print out your little 4x6 photos.
Amazing. And also a question from Natalie said, so does the double layer with the Cal glue make the paper harder and thicker like chipboard?
Yes, let's have a little look. If I get that one out now, that's been settling a little bit already. So what you've got is on here, you've got one layer of matte black card, 2 layers of paper, and 2 layers of Cal glue on there.
Amazing.
So it will literally set so strong, and then that'll just give me the right rigidity to be able to go and decorate the book longer term.
Absolutely awesome. We don't mind sneaky previews, says Anne. Well, don't worry, Anne. You've got loads more sneaky previews coming up in this particular show. Any questions that you've got at all, get them into me. Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Crafters TV if you are across on Facebook. What a really lovely, classy, refined collection this is, Sara. But for anyone who's new to us and maybe don't know who Nitwits are, who are they? Because I need my memory refreshed as well, to be honest.
Well, I have to say, before we get into that, this is my favourite Nitwits collection that we have done. So Nitwits are known all over the world. It's a funny name, isn't it? But they're known all over the world for doing digital collections of scrapbook paper accessories. So beautiful papers, and then they do 3-dimensional printable brads, everything like that. So a lot of people have been buying their collections digitally for a lot of years. What they've never been able to do is then bring you all of those products in physical form. And I think there's a big difference between printing a sheet of beautiful paper, but having it professionally printed. So for example, when you look through these, I mean, the papers themselves, it's some of these, it's this fact that you can see we've got the texture in the background and the dimension that you've got on those roses, the way the scrapbook, I mean, who even has 12x12 printers? Over in the UK here, we don't get 12x12 printers very easily, but not ones that could print this sort of level of detail and quality and depth in all of your projects. So what we do is we print their papers, but then not only the papers, is we also bring you all the accessory pieces. So they're known, Joe, for not only bringing you the papers, but then also all these die cut elements. So for example, if I just bring in this beautiful card here, you can see that it's a beautiful background card. You've then got like a 3D rosette we've made out of the vellum on the base, stuck a few of those elements on the front. I mean, it just looks, and I'll show you that to the front because I want you to see just how awesome that card looks. That, I think, is an absolutely beautiful layered card. I mean, that is what you call dimension, isn't it? But look at it there. It's actually really, really simple, Joe. That's the beauty of it. It's just all those pieces die cut out and laid up on top of each other. And you've got pages of them. You've literally got pages and pages of frames, of die cut butterflies, of the different elements, of little ribbons and borders. You can see this is our one that we've been using here. But they just pop out and they are ready to go. And you've got pages and pages of them. Even all of your toppers and things like that, you can see what we've got to go at. Now, we've then given you, as you said, all the accessory pieces, so like the pearlescent cardstock, so the bases of your cards can look really professional. And then I thought just to have the vellum in there was just next level again, if it is things for like your rosettes, but then just, I mean, how absolutely beautiful are these? Just gorgeous, gorgeous cards. So here's what I'm going to do, right? I am going to make a card, and then do you know what I've remembered we've got on the show? I've remembered that we've got the envelope maker.
Oh,
so I
we have
thought,
indeed.
let's do a nice dimensional card, and then I'll show you how we can do a dimensional envelope for using the beautiful papers too. So what I've done is I've started off with just a regular base card, and this is just one of your standard, 5x7. I want to make sure I was giving you the right size. Just a 5x7 card. And then you know that die that you absolutely love, Joe? The great thing about it is, it's not just a beautiful border, it's actually an edgeable die.
Amazing.
So, where is it? Oh, it's not in here, it's at the other side. There we go. Look at this, who's been on here and not been cleaning the dies out? I don't know, I'll be after them. I'll be after them, right? So if I take this and I lie this on the base across here, Joe, what it's going to do is, this is going to stay connected in the card. So you just line that in the base here.
It was Craig, we can blame Craig.
Why am I not surprised? I've been having words with that boy. So let's have a look. I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to do up the sandwich as usual, and then I do have samples absolutely everywhere.
A lot of love coming in for your hair, Sarah.
What, sorry?
Kathy says, Sara Davies, your hair is so pretty curled. You look gorgeous today.
Oh, I tell you what, living my best life at the moment. It's since I've done Strictly and the Strictly tour. Now I've got good hair. I've learned how to do fake tan like the best of them. I am literally, I've got some great outfits, so I've learned all sorts. So yes, thank you very much. Right, let's have a little look. If I'm going to open this out, Joe, can you see? It wouldn't have mattered if I'd ripped the cardstock there a little bit, because actually it's the bit that's going to get cut away. So if I cut all of this away, now I should, if I was taking me time, Joe, if we weren't live on TV here and I wasn't rushing, what I would do is I would have sent that through a second time to emboss it, and then that would have released all these little pieces a little bit easier.
Okie doke.
So obviously you're going to want to pop all of those out. I've got one where I've done and one where I've popped them all out. But yes, if you do the emboss, guys, you won't need to sit and do all of this popping out as it was. They'll just be already popped out. But I want you to do it once with all of the bits popped out. Yep, so there we go, there's that one. And then if you do it again in a piece of the nice pearlescent cardstock, can you see, this is the pearlescent cardstock, I've got that one there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just shadow it a tiny little bit. Now, when you're doing shadowing, guys, what you really need is you need your dotty tape pen. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all over the back of here with a little bit of tape, and then I'm just going to put another bit of tape, straight tape, on the base here and line it all up. Now I know these are out of stock at the moment, guys, and what you've got to remember is when they come in stock, jump on them, because I can almost guarantee that they will go back out of stock straight away, because I know it's not just that we haven't ordered enough, guys, it's that we can't make them fast enough based on what's going on in the global markets at the moment. We just can't, things like core stuff we can't get stock of fast enough at all. So here we go. I'm going to put a little bit of acetate. I'm going to line it up with the bottom of the card. Put a piece of red liner across the middle there, Joe. That's going to stick on there, which means I get the card and I get that illusion that the piece is floating at the base of the card.
Nice.
I love the little floaty element going on with that. And if you're floating something, what we do need to do, therefore, is just do a little bit of matting and layering in the back. So all I'm going to do, mat and layer a little bit up at the base, Joe, and then also start and do a little bit of decoration on the front with some of the 3D elements that we've got.
Amazing. So much love coming in for this particular collection. The papers, particularly, is what people seem to be absolutely loving. Miriam says, I love the colours of the Kindly Thoughts, so happy looking. Pam E says, I just could not resist those papers. They are absolutely gorgeous. And Kathy Lear saying exquisite papers too. People really seem to love them. I think for Mother's Day's cards at the end of this month, if you're here in the UK, Sarah, this would work beautifully, wouldn't it, this collection?
Oh, absolutely. Do you know, it's the colours. It's like the spring-themed colours as it was. Do you know, I've been on Morning Live this morning, actually. That's our BBC programme here in the UK. Doing Mother's Day flowers, teaching everybody how to do a little bit of basic origami this morning.
Nice.
So let me know if you were in the UK and you were watching.
Oh, yes, please do. It's in my hometown now as well. It's in Manchester. It's moved, isn't it? Which is fun.
It has indeed.
Which is gorgeous. Any questions you've got about anything on the show, remember you can always get in touch with me really easily. It's one of the things that sort of is great about being here at Crafters TV is we are so interactive. Pop yourself across to one of the either Facebook, Crafters TV, or YouTube, Crafters Companion. Drop into the live feed there, into the comments. And our social media superstar, I believe it's Colleen this evening, will pop your messages over to us. So yeah, let us know. Let us know what you're loving. Have you gone for this already? Who are you going to be making projects for? I want to know all the things. I'm feeling super nosy tonight, Sarah.
You are feeling super nosy, are you? Right, let's have a little look. Do you know what I'm going to do here, Joe? I'm going to take that smile and I'm going to pimp it up a little bit, right? So, what I'm saying I am, if I can find my brads, oh, actually, no, I can't find my brads. Well, what I was going to do was I was going to add a couple of brads onto the side. Don't worry, we don't need to pimp them up. I'll show you the one that I did before, though. But what I will do is I will take you through what's made me realise is we've got some absolutely gorgeous cards on there. So I will show you a lot of our cards that our design team have made as well, because I want you to see just exactly what we could be, what you could be doing with these, Joe. Right.
So exceptionally busy in this show. Lots of people love it. There's just been so many incredible launches, isn't there, this week? And, of course, still tonight. What a week it has been. I feel like I come in, I've missed it all, so I was only away for about 5 days, and all of I missed out on all these goodies.
I tell you what, good job you're on launch party then, isn't it? Because the
really
same as me,
is.
Joe, you know, I've missed a lot of this stuff, so it's nice. This is why I wanted to come in and do launch party, because I wanted to be able to, a lot of the product that I hadn't had chance to see, I wanted to be able to kind of do my take on it. I wanted to show everybody how I use the mini brag books and do some with my photographs. And, you know, I was really keen. Well, I desperately wanted to launch that box, if I'm being totally honest, Joe. I was just pulling rank on that one. But it's just nice to be able to, all these new launches. So yes, I didn't get to do the whole launch day show this, but I still get to have a little bit play with the Nitwits and show you my take. And I've gone for a nice simple card there, but I want you to see that whether it's simple or whether it's not even cards and you're going for like your boxes, but it's always that same kind of look and feel. I mean, look at this one here. That edgeable is just off the chart. I love it. It's one of my favourite ones we've ever done. And that, again, is like shadowed with a little bit of the pearlescent green behind there as well. Same edgeable, different look here down the centre. How gorgeous is this? Like I said, this is without a shadow of a doubt my favourite Nitwits collection we've ever done. I just absolutely love it. I love the designs, the colour palette, I love the styles, I love the elements that we've included. So for the first time we've got like the things like the 3D embossing folders in here, Joe, that work really well with the same designs. Or just use the paper elements. You know, the cards, because they are like a 3D paper company as it was, a lot of the cards that they do are designed to be able to work beautifully well without having to do really fancy die cuts and things, just to be able to layer up the beautiful pieces that that are all die cut in the card pad. All you're going to do is you're going to basically make them up and then be able to stick them onto a base card and know that you're going to get these lovely, really professional finishes. Now, what I would say is, look how nice a lot of these look with that little bit of yellow or the little bit of teal added down from your ink pads too. So that's a really good one to think about adding in. You know, if you don't have them, maybe go and treat yourself to 2 or 3 shades of the ink pads in the same sort of colours that we're looking at here. But those sorts of cards that you're looking at there become totally achievable straight away, Joe.
Yeah, really, really beautiful. A lot of you going for the whole collection. A lot of you getting extras on those paper pads as well. Everything is available individually for you too. If you did want to build your own basket, you absolutely are able to do that. If you spend £50, you'll save 10% as well on individuals too. So whether that's in addition to the main collection or instead of the main collection, it's completely up to you. Be our guest. We really do make it as easy as possible for you to get the items that you are after. Something that was launched just today, which I want to take you back through, is the word cut-in dies that we had a little look at. And these are amazing because they cut in or they cut out, firstly. So you can cut these out and use these as a topper if you want. You can actually just cut the letters themselves out, which is brilliant. So within here, what you've got is the My Friend, and then, of course, the sentiment stamps that go alongside that too, and the same for each one. So you've got thank you, has just to say for everything you do, so very much. Just to say there says, you're amazing, you're in my thoughts, thanks, hello. You can use 2 together. There's nothing to stop you using just to say and thank you together, which is fantastic. Also, you've got celebrate there, and with love, and you'll also receive birthday in there as well. $47.99, $61.95 if you want to get your hands on those ones. That's saving you $11.99 or $15.75, so essentially getting one for free, which is amazing. And loads of different things that you can do with these, which is great. There was, of course, a 3-hour launch day with myself and Debbie Robinson, and George was here too earlier today. So if you're going to go for these, absolutely go back and watch that back and get all of that inspiration that you've got there. But a really really nice size, these, I think, Sarah.
I just think not only really nice size, but they're just clever. I love building your sentiments into cards in really different ways. So can you see, for example, heart-shaped easel, brilliant, but then not only have we done the heart-shaped easel, but it's the heart-shaped easel with the cut-in into the front base. Or you maybe just want to do, I mean, nice simple, centerfold card with the piece cut up the side. And it just shows you, now I like the idea of cutting them both into the front and also the back of the card.
Nice, love that.
Just a bit different, aren't they, Joe? That's what I love about these. They are really different and really unique. And also the sentiments, we've tried to go a little bit different, like My Friend and Celebrate, as well as your core classics, like things like your birthday one, okay? So loads of different design ideas. Now, what I did want to do is just show what we call the marketing, the concept suite, because I think it's when you see all the different concepts and the way you can use them that it'll really blow your socks off. So, are you ready? I'm going to try and walk you through them all, Joe, and then we'll maybe look at a couple of other little samples. So, the concepts are, for example, onto the front of a box, like this one here. So, you could be cutting onto the front of it. Sorry, it's a little gift bag, that, not a box. But onto the side of a box, but then cutting through the corner of the box. Now, you've got different styles of boxes, but you can see you can cut into them. But then also, what about doing things like your 3-dimensional, so you've got a bow-fronted card, and we've cut into the front of the bow-fronted card and then done the matching little gift bag to put it in. I mean, they're just
really
clever,
lovely.
if you ask me. You've got your stepper card where you've got the cut-in built into the inside of the stepper in different ways. Maybe it's just into the front of a regular kind of card, can you see like that? Or maybe you've got your different sort of stepper cards and you've cut into all the different stepper cards in different places. We talked about a bow front portrait. You've got a bow front landscape there as well. You've got different sizes so that if you want to do, like, for example, this one here, can you see it's opening straight up from this. You've then also got, these are really clever, you can see. So this is your, like, a side stand-up easel there with the cut right through the easel base. And you can do easels like that, or you can do regular stand-up easels. But this is, when we first designed these, Joe, this was how we intended for them to be. Just a regular card, but cut through 2 layers, so you've got it on the front of the card and also the inside of the card. Honestly, I love these. I'm absolutely gutted that I couldn't get back from Morning Live this morning in enough time to be able to come and do the launch show of these. But I wanted you to see, look at all the different ideas. Things like boxes, not only your cards, it really is all of your different cards and then different shapes and styles. Now remember, if you go back to the launch day show from earlier today, you can go back and you can watch Debbie do loads and loads of different demonstrations. So it's not just about seeing what I'm showing you here, because bear in mind, when we do the launch party show, which is this one, you're just getting a little bit of a preview of all the big launches that have launched the last week. Whereas the idea is that we'll give you a sneaky peek, we'll give you a little taster, but then you can go and watch the whole show and see what it is you really love and you want to, go and watch the whole show for.
I love that one there.
Just clever.
Really cool.
Just shows
really
you different
modern
ways you could be using. And I'm only like halfway through this concept suite, Joe. I could literally stand, oh, look at this, Z-fold with a cut-in into your Z-fold. Is that not the cleverest card you've ever seen us do? Come on, guys. I mean, come on, that's just special, that, isn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. And a great price as well, $47.95, $61.95. That gets you 6 of the dies and also 21 stamps as well, which is brilliant.
Yeah, because can you see, just to say it's great, but just to say you're in my thoughts, even more meaningful. So loads and loads of ideas. Go and watch the whole launch day show. If I get a chance to circle back and demonstrate them later, I absolutely will. But if I don't, because we never know where this show's going to take us, and I'm desperate to get back to that box and do some more iris fold and show you the technique, because that's the big new launch for today, then you can go back and watch them. You can go and watch the whole show. 3 hours of Debbie teaching you how to do it all.
Amazing. Snap it up. $47.95, $61.95 if you're in the US. Quickly whiz through what you are going to get here included. So you're going to get My Friend, which is great. Not a sentiment we see all that often. You've also got Thank You, Just to Say, Celebrate. You've got With Love, and also Birthday there too. $47.95, $61.95. Is your price on those. Right, we're going to go back to that brand new launch. It is, of course, our brand new craft kit, which is excellent. So I'm going to open this up and share with you absolutely everything that you have got included. Let me bring that in for you. There you are. I'm not very good with the overhead gorgeous George on the joystick, so you're going to have to forgive me. There we are. So all comes beautifully boxed for you, which is great. So if you are giving it as a gift, I said maybe you could do the die cutting for someone if you wanted to. So in here, really lovely little thank you note there from Sarah, and then when you open it up, all of those gorgeous goodies inside. What I would say as well, everything comes in these super cute envelopes as well. Loads of people use these now as well for their crafting. So absolutely you can do things like die cut those, and they're recyclable as well, which is fantastic. You're not going to recycle them though, you're going to do something fabulous with them. So first and foremost, you're going to get your dies included. Now, if you went for the previous iris folding collection, then these are different. These are actually two completely different exclusive designs to this box. So brilliant starting point for you. Or a great addition if you want to complete that collection. This is going to allow you to do that. And the joy of this is what you get is the die cut, the dies in there to do your die cut panel, but then also these templates. And this is what makes it so easy and simple for you. And then you can fold against them, which is brilliant. You've also then got in here too, let me show you these. You've got your stamps, as you can see in here. And the great thing is about the stamps, they are bespoke to the box that you are purchasing. So loved you yesterday, love you still, always have, always will. Isn't that cute? Birthday wishes, let's celebrate. This one here says friendship is a flower that blooms in all season. Absolutely love that. These designs specifically to go with those two new designs that you've got in here. Let me also show you, you're going to get the gems included too. So self-adhesive gems, all colour match beautifully to go with that collection, as is the ribbon for you as well, also selected. Then you've got your card blanks and your envelopes in here too. So you've got 12 card blanks and also 12 envelopes. And you've got the panels in this particular box as well. So the panels, what you're going to be die cutting into and then doing the iris folding behind. You do have coloured cardstock as well, which is a really gorgeous selection of cardstock. Perfectly colour matched with everything else that's in this collection. And you've then got your strips in here too. So these are the strips that you are going to be folding and then positioning along the templates. And you've got them in that gorgeous deep sort of pinky red tone, all the glorious greens there as you can see, and you will get it also in those purples too. Absolutely stunning. Loads in here. The value, as it always is in these boxes, absolutely colossal, off the chart value for money, and also, you know, a very, very affordable a very affordable way to dip your toe in and start trying this iris folding concept. Remember also, full video tutorials available for you over on crafterscompanionbox.com. So make sure you head over to there and check those out. And the other great thing as well is that, of course, there's that Facebook community as well. Make sure you go and check those out. The craft kits, the subscriptions have their own dedicated Facebook page too. $24.99 in the UK becomes $19.99 as a platinum member. $29.95 stateside becomes $23.96 as a platinum member as well. I know you're desperate to go back to this because I know you love putting these together. So they are loads of fun, these craft kits, aren't they?
They are brilliant. And what I love about this one, if you didn't hear me saying it at the beginning of the show, it epitomises everything we wanted these kits to be about. So in an ideal world, every month I would have a brand new technique like iris folding to teach you. However, we can't, we're on box 46 now, guys. We can't always reinvent the wheel. However, iris folding is a technique we never looked at because it kind of like, didn't go out of fashion, but it just wasn't as popular in the last few years. It has been, and it's come back round again. So I've seen loads more of it on Pinterest and on Etsy and across Facebook. So it's lovely now to see, right, how can we take that technique and how can we bring it right up to date and make it more accessible for people? So the whole trick is, and this is what you kind of need to see the demo. So if you missed my demonstration earlier, let me just show you. I'll get the card that we did earlier. I did show everyone how to do the beautiful tulip, and we did this lovely kind of diminishing circles into the centre of the tulip. I'm going to do the same now, but with the hearts. And the trick is, as Joe said, you've got the dies, but then we've also got these templates here. So this is what I'm going to use to really show you how it all works. So if I take the dies first of all, I'm going to cut the hearts this time. And what I've done is I've just got some Centura pearl. I'm going to position the two little hearts on there. I'm just going to hold that in place. Now, a little bit of a bit of a tip, guys. When you're holding this in place, let's get this heart straight and that one coming off the edge. Hold it in place with the tape on the inside, because this is the bit that's going to cut away. So that when we now send that through our die cutting machine, it's going to hold the tape onto the bit that gets cut away, so that if you do end up putting a little bit too much pressure on the tape and it tears the cardstock, it doesn't matter if it tears the cardstock that's coming out the middle, because that's the scrap piece of cardstock essentially, all right? So here we go. That all lifts up. This is the bit that we really need, this piece here. Now, watch what you've got. You've got the template, so where we've die cut it out, don't panic that it doesn't line up over the template, because the idea is you're going to stick the pieces to the back. So we lie this down here, and what you need to do is you need to make sure that you line up all of that right over top of that template. So there it is there. And then what I'm going to do is, just so that we can always lift it up and I can show you where we're at, I'm going to hold that in place with a little bit of tape so that we can lift this up and you can kind of see how we're progressing and getting on. Now, with the hearts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these strips of paper in, and we're going to use the lovely pink ones. And I'm going to start first of all just with like the pale ones. So I'm going to get one of the lightest shade out, and then I'm going to get one of the little medium shade out here, and I'm going to get one of the darkest shade out too, so that we're kind of mixing between all the different shades of paper. And then what you do is you always are going to fold these in half. So the technique is iris folding. So this is the fold that we do in the middle, so that you get that lovely crisp folded edge that's going to go right across the centre. All right? Then, now I find it easiest, can you see I haven't even got them neat folds? It really doesn't matter, because the only piece you're going to see is this folded edge here. Now I like to do it with a little bit of sellotape. Some people like to use a bit of glue, but sellotape you'll find just works an absolute treat. And I'm going to position that folded edge over number one, tear away what we don't need, and then put down a little bit of tape to hold it, all right? I'm going to come in with the next shade, number two. I'm going to get the tape ready, Joe. I'm going to position it over that number two here, going all the way over the edge there, tear it away, and then hold it in place with a little bit of tape.
Cathartic, isn't it, this kind of thing, like that repetition?
Exactly the word. Yes, cathartic. Perfect. It's really, really just, it's very mindful. You know, you hear about mindfulness being talked about a lot in crafting, and this is a perfect one for you to be able to just go and really, honestly, lose yourself in the craft that is iris folding. So even if you've never done this before, everything you need is in that box to get you started. The only thing that it's not suitable for complete beginners, because if you are a complete crafter beginner and you don't have a die cutting machine, obviously you wouldn't be able to die cut the base shape. So if you're buying this for somebody who is literally a complete beginner, then what you're also going to need for them is like a little Gemini mini machine.
Which is in stock, I'm hearing, as well. So
Indeed,
you can grab that.
Just come back into stock, like literally just this week, Joe.
Fantastic, just in time. I mean, you could, of course, as well, another thing we said, die cut for someone, you know, especially if you're getting someone to get into it. Brilliant to keep children and grandchildren busy, this I'd imagine as well. You know, definitely something everyone in the family can have a go at, because you're just tearing and sticking, really, aren't you?
Well, I'm just thinking my kids would love this, Joe. I mean, it's literally totally like lost in the minute, nice and simple. It doesn't matter if you've like never done it before or whatever, nice and easy, even for beginners and even for the kids to be able to pick up and do. So yes, absolutely could not be better. Can you see what I'm going to do here, by the way? I'm going to stick this down, Joe, and then I'm going to cut this, because it's just, I don't want it to come into over the top of where that heart is. Can you see? So I've just cut that out of place here so that I stick that down. And then literally I'm just going to continue on as we're going around the rest of this heart. So as long as everyone can see what I'm doing, I'm happy to like chit chat along or take questions or anything like that, Joe.
Christine Mahoney says, OM, gosh, Sara, your hair, your dress, you look beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you,
Christine.
Miriam says, gosh, beautiful samples. Still a lot of love coming in for that previous Nitwit collection as well. Catherine Baker saying she really, really loves it. Remember, you can go back as well and watch the whole launch of the Nitwit collection anytime you like to. It's beautiful.
Isn't it looking lovely? Now I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to start with the number 1 on the heart, but this time I'm going to use some of the dotty ones, Joe.
Okie doke.
And I'm going to just enjoy the folding and the sticking. Just keep away at it.
And of course, you know, if you do want extra of the pads, we do have a whole range of the paper pads. Of course, not the ones that come in the box. They are, everything that comes in the box is exclusive to the box. That's the way it's always been. That's the way it's always going to be. But if you do want extras, we do have a range of different ones available for you over on the website. So go and check those out. We talked about, you know, using a whole host of things. I know loads of you have got lots of paper pads that you could be using for this. Old road atlases, we talked about newspaper is another thing that you could use. I think you can just really play around and have a lot of fun with this. And definitely it's something I could see people doing just sat in front of the TV, even on a little lap tray, Sara, watching telly in the evening. It's something that you can really lose yourself in.
Just tear these, and I don't even cut them properly, Joe. I'm literally just tearing them. Do you know what it would work really well with as well? Tiffany's rotating design board.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Yeah, it would be really nice to kind of add to the rotating design board onto there as well.
And I guess you could use the clip to actually clip the two bits together as well, the template and your cut-out panel. Remember, you've got everything you need included in this box. Hundreds of you now have gone for it today. Hundreds and hundreds of you, which I'm not surprised at whatsoever. $24.99 or $29.95. I'm not surprised because of the value, knowing what it should be costing you to get hold of all these awesome goodies that are in here. And you are, of course, getting your dies, templates, stamps, card blanks, panels, envelopes, ribbons, gems. There's even coloured cards in there, and the paper strips in the 3 different colours too. Over 300 elements actually included in here for you. And you've got the video tutorials, and there's then the Facebook group as well. I mean, they're just the most incredible value, aren't they? Always, these boxes, but this one seems to be exceptionally great value.
I think it's because it's something a little bit different, Joe. And for a lot of people, you've maybe never seen us be able to, you know, you've never had a completely brand new collection to you. So for so many people who've never done iris folding before, how fantastic to be able to pick up this one box. Then everything else is in there. Right, let's have a look. Where am I up to? 8. I'm going to just keep on with this, Joe. Just so you know, I'm literally, it's going to take a while, this one, because it's probably quite an intensive one to be looking at.
The Mini Memories collection, the one with the hardware, it has sold out. It's in your basket, that larger collection.
I knew it would, and I haven't even finished my demo on that, Joe.
I know, it's time, I'm afraid, to empty that and remove that from your basket. We do have a backup collection, though, for you, which doesn't have the corners and the handles in there, but it has everything else. So it still has all the dies, all the templates that you need. It is live now over on the website, so you'll be able to head over there and order that. It's under the Shop the Show section, so craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au, hit the Shop the Show button, scroll down and you'll see it in there. You've got the same representative value as well, so you've got the same saving on the dies and the templates as you had on the larger collection too. We knew it was going to happen. It was a question of when, not if, Sara, really, wasn't it?
Indeed it was. And you know, it's really nice to see that. Well, it's not nice to see for those people who missed out on it, but for everybody else, you know, brand new launches, for us to be selling out of a brand new launch in a week just tells me that Leanne and her team are absolutely nailing it when it comes to getting products that you guys really, really want. So it's a little bit, and I'm thrilled because Leanne came in and did the launch, and it was probably one of the biggest launches we've had. Well, in goodness knows how long. She rang me afterwards. She was absolutely thrilled. She was like, oh my word, Sara, I made the most incredible memory album. Everybody absolutely loved it. We've had a fantastic show, and it was just so nice to see her that excited.
Yeah, and also you can go back and watch that show back as you can all of our shows here on Crafters TV, which is amazing. So is all there for you over on our website or where you're watching us right now, Facebook or of course or YouTube. YouTube's a great place to go. It's all sort of categorised in different playlists, which is always handy. So if you're looking for something in particular, it's very easy to go back to it and find it. Catherine says, when my world feels too crazy and hectic, doing iris folding can just help to calm the mind. Just gives me back a little bit of control. Love that idea.
There you go, couldn't agree more.
Sarah Sanders says, I've just got into iris folding and bought the set from Crafts Companion recently. I'll definitely be buying this kit. Also to supplement it, such a great way to make cards. Crafty AJ says, it always looks like a hot mess. Then I turn it over and boom, it's magic.
Do you want to see how we're progressing on the... Look at that.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
great,
look like
isn't
a hot mess. It does on the back, but then look how fabulous it's starting to look on the front already. So.
Yeah, really, really cool. Lots and lots of love coming in for us. Very busy, as I've said already. Lots of you multi-ordering on it too, which I completely understand would make a great gift for someone, and just something great, even just, you know, for keeping people busy. And everyone can do it. I've even done iris folding, so if I can do it, guys...
Well, if even Joe's done it, guys, it must be easy, is all I'm saying.
All of you must be able to do it, absolutely. And also, there was a iris folding craft along as well, of course, with Debbie Fisher quite recently. So you could even go back, watch that back and use your iris folding box. Obviously, with a few other bits from your stash, you could then do the craft along as well. So many great reasons to go for it, but you will have to go for it sooner rather than later, I think, because hundreds and hundreds of you have already gone for it today. Dawn Barry says, I know this is called folding, but do you have to fold the paper? Could it be done without folding, seeing you only see one side of the paper? We had a very similar question earlier, didn't we, Sarah?
Right, so here's the thing, guys, right? I'm not the boss of iris folding. This technique's been going around for absolutely years. So I daren't say that it's okay to do that in case the iris folding police come and say to me, oh, I can't believe you said that, Sarah. So if you want to not fold your paper, guys, knock yourselves out. But don't say, I was watching Crafters TV and Sara Davies said you don't need to fold the paper. It doesn't matter. Because, like I said, it's not my technique. I didn't invent it. So I just don't feel like I can say to people that's okay to do that. Does that make sense? Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think it's nice with the folded elements. It gives you that sort of nice rounded aspect to it, which does make it feel really lovely. And you would have that sort of raw edge, wouldn't you, if you did it the other way around. But yeah, no one's going to... The iris folding police are not going to come and knock on your door, are they, at the end of the day, if you don't fold it? Yeah, but they might come knocking on my door if I say on national TV that you don't. They'll definitely come knocking on your door, but not, you know, anyone at home. Not anybody at home, so don't you guys worry at all. So, do you know what? If you start to get to this stage, as I'm starting to, and I'm live on TV, and I've got the lovely Georgina in my ear saying, Sarah, how on earth long is it taking you to put this together? Do you know, if you wanted just to get to this stage, you can always, at some point, decide, you know what, because can you see it's little 31 in the corner? Your 31 can be as big as you want. So if you decide, you know what, I'm really having enough of getting into the detail, or I'm running out. See, I'm using all the little scraps up that we had left at the end. So if you start getting a little bit fed up of that, remember what you can always do is you could just stick a big wad of paper over the back and it would still look all right. I'm going to continue on just on the off chance that Leanne is watching and I get into trouble for cutting corners. So, because this was her baby, this iris folding box, she loves iris folding, Leanne. So, I definitely don't want to be in any trouble for anything. So, I'm going to continue all the way around. But you can see, even if you wanted to just take your time, you know, and cut a few corners and do a few bits not quite as big, it's still going to look really awesome, guys. Being totally honest, isn't it?
Denise Mills says, I just stepped away. Did I miss any sneak peeks? The problem is, Denise, I don't know how long you stepped away for, so I'm not sure. You may have, you may not have. You've not really helped me out there. We've only done one sneak peek so far. So if you've seen one already, then you haven't missed any.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the big reveal after the hot mess?
Here we go.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Doesn't it look fantastic?
Incredible.
It's definitely worth all the work, guys. I love these. And then look what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make this. I've got a lovely, I've got some mats and layers that we've got from the base card that's in the box. And I'm just going to layer it up. And do you know what? I'm going to go whole hog, Joe, and I'm going to layer it up with a few foam pads. So I'm going to really make it look spectacular, and we're going to make a gorgeous box. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm going for demo of the show this one. I love it.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Are you up there? Did you get one or did you sneak that star up?
Well, I don't know if I'm being totally honest. So I actually snuck up 5 stars.
Yeah, I think I took them
so
down.
all I know is there was, oh, you took them
Yeah.
down. Right, so we were wondering who'd taken them down. So yeah, I snuck up 5 stars, being really honest.
Right.
And then I came in and 4 of the stars have been removed, but 1 of them has been left.
Yeah, because we didn't know, because we couldn't work out when we took the stars down whether you'd had a demo of the week or not. So I think you got 1 honorary star left up.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't. I'm going to be totally honest. So at the point at which I snuck up the star, yeah, I hadn't won a demo of the week, and I was just, yeah. I thought, you know what?
You've been very busy though, to be fair.
I know, but I need to get in and do more shows if I want to win demo of the week, don't I?
Just you've got to do a show on a Sunday, because then you can coerce everyone on a Sunday night to vote for you.
Well, yeah, that's right, you do. You need a second chance Sunday show.
You do.
Totally.
I definitely
does seem to
hold
hold
leverage.
some weight, I have realised. Yeah. Not that you guys are easily swayed or influenced, clearly, but yeah, I did realise that was kind of what you needed to do.
Maybe you need to start a little campaign on your Facebook or something. Get, you know, a little people vote. They are very easily swayed, especially, you know, if you're willing to give, you know, top gossip. I normally find out gets us anywhere without viewers.
Okay. So, or if I find out Joe's in on a Sunday.
Very coercive as well on a Sunday, apparently.
You're good at that. So what days are you working this week again, Joe?
I'm actually off on Sunday this week.
Oh, right.
But the week after next, I'm back in on a Sunday. So
I just get the feeling Ben's a bit of a rule book player.
Yeah,
you know?
I think
I've got the feeling
mini
you
eggs,
could be easily bribed with mini eggs.
Mini eggs would definitely ease the situation, Sarah, is all I'm going to say. Not that I'm willing to take a bribe.
Yeah. Right, I'll remember that. So, yeah, you win another Sunday, maybe? Yeah, we'll try that one again another Sunday.
Sorry?
Right. Right, here we go. What I've thought I'll do is, as I was up for trying to make this into potentially demo of the show, although I don't influence you guys. If one of my other makes is your favourite, that's absolutely fine. Oh, do you know what I'm really interested to know? I was in yesterday for launch day, Joe, but so was Jodie Johnson, and she was doing some pretty awesome demos. Did I win or did Jodie win?
Jodie won.
Oh, all right.
I can't see her card though for card of the day. Don't know what happened to it.
Maybe she didn't win card of the day then. Maybe she only won card of the show. Oh,
card of the show, not the day.
I don't quite feel as bad now.
Oh, this one won card of the day then. It was Corin's from Monday. Corin won card of the day.
Did Corin win?
Yeah.
Oh, show everybody what it is, because I haven't seen that, because that's her first Monday Makers, isn't it?
Yes, and then she was back in this morning with George as well, so.
Oh, I'm really pleased for Corin. Oh, that's nice. Well done, Corin. I mean, it's a little bit bitter, but only a little bit. Right, let's have a little look. So, all I'm going to do is I've got that lovely design on the front, and then I've stamped out Sending Love, and I'm going to put that onto, again, a little bit of matting and layering on here, and then just add a nice little finishing touch, and that'll go onto the front of the box. I did, on the one that I've made earlier, I had matted and laid the sides. However, I didn't anticipate it taking me quite this long, because I thought I would cut a few corners on my iris folding, and actually I was enjoying my iris folding so much that I didn't cut any corners. I did it absolutely perfect. So, yes, I took my time and got it just to look wonderful, and I think it's totally worth it, guys. When you see the finished results on that, how awesome is iris folding is all I'm saying, right? So here we go, let's have a look. I think I'll put you off the button. I mean, this is a strong contender, Joe. I'm meaning business here.
You really are. You're not coming to play, are you?
I am meaning business. So a little bit of ribbon at the side. There we go. I'll finish my matting and layering. You don't have to watch me do that with the camera, and I'll show you my other one. So there you can see how that looks. And all I've done on the other one that I've done is I've just added the mats and layers around the side of the box. I mean, it still looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? Even without the mats and layers on there. Really pleased with that one. Love. I don't know which one I love more. Which one do you guys like? Which design? Do you like the heart or do you like the tulip?
The tulip's my favourite, but I think because you've
Tulip's
done
your
a
favourite, is
box
it?
as well.
Heart's my favourite,
like the
I would say.
box.
Leave us that half-cold cup of tea as well, will you, Tracy? Because I like cold tea. Look at this, the lovely Tracy has come in and she's brought me a brand new cup of tea and I've still got me half-drunk cold cup of tea.
They were having a debate about this in the week and they were saying that it's disgusting to drink cold tea, and I was not having it.
Oh, no. Once you've
I
had
think
kids,
cold tea is
once you've
acceptable.
had kids, you just develop a new love for cold tea. So
Yeah.
yeah, when you put it in the microwave 3 times to warm it up, then it starts going a bit
no.
iffy. So
I'd rather drink it cold than put it in the microwave. Also, like, I don't mind if it's stone cold, as in, you know,
yeah.
it's all the way cold.
Yeah.
And also coffee as well. It can be cold, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right, very, very busy still on this box, as we knew it would be. Lots of you going for it. Hundreds of you gone for it so far today. The price is amazing too. In fact, so many of you got this in your basket at the moment. I think it might be an idea if we just give you an opportunity to check out. So let's do that. And whilst you do that, let's share with you one of our fabulous quick buys.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy, get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Take all the hard work out of patchwork with the Gemini Build-A-Block Patchwork System. This innovative collection of multimedia dies allows you to create patchwork blocks with ease and total accuracy. This set includes 18 dies to cut a range of shapes and sizes for patchwork or quilting projects. They can cut multiple layers of fabric at once. They include an accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance, plus all of your pieces are cut exactly the same size every time. Follow your own creative inspiration or look through the 20 patterns laid out in the guide. Not enough? There's an additional 60 patterns online. And right now, we have amazing offers on the Gemini Build-A-Block Patchwork System. Quick Buy, get yours now.
Oh, there's always time for even more great deals with a quick buy. We're going to look at something else that was launched very, very recently, just yesterday, in fact. And it's these. It's the border stamp and die collection with 24 elements. So basically, what you've got is a really cute edge ball, but then with a stamp sentiment which runs alongside it. A special note of thanks to you. Love that. Sentiment. You could definitely use these on their own as well if you wanted to, the stamps or the border dies of course as well. This one here says, hope you have a wonderful birthday. They're all going to interchange as well, which is really cool. So we interchange the stamps with the different dies. So you've got, you know, countless configurations that you could put together with these. You're a superstar. I love that one with all of the stars there. This one here says, Sending all my love your way. Great for paper piecing these, as I imagine, as well, because you've got some really nice, big, sort of quite straightforward shapes that you'd be able to paper piece back into there, which would work really well. This one here says, thinking of you, with the schmetterlings in there as well. Then you've also got this one, which is just a little note to say. Some really beautiful projects being completed with these. I think when you start to add colour and design papers onto these, you really start to see all of the potential that you've got when it comes to putting these together. And I think what's great about them, they can be the focal point for your project, or they can be something that just beautifully accents your project, like this one, for instance. That gorgeous massive butterfly, of course, is a statement there, and then you're just able to use it to accent that in the background, or have it front and centre, as you can see there, with some gorgeous design papers. Because they're edgeable as well, means you can do all of your different edgeable techniques that you know and love with them too. So you are going to get so much craftability out of these. $37.99. Did you?
Yeah, I
It's
love
cute.
that.
I love the use of the black on there as well. How did
How
that
did
win
that
card of the
not
week?
win? Do you know, I love that, and I love the idea of looking at our concept suite and doing different cards but with the same edgeable, so that you can even do that and do it with the do it with like different styles of cards but the same edgeable for like a wedding collection, for example, you know, like so that you could do the order of service and the thank you cards different to the invitations, but all with the same design. I love that idea.
There is loads of you went for those. Maybe you can go back and watch the launch day of those also. People talking about their favourites in the iris folding box. Dawn says tulip, as does Katie and Pam. Natalie loves the hearts.
Did we
Laquieta
get
loves the
any
tulip.
insight as well, Joe, into how many people were really into, had done iris folding before, hadn't tried it before, hadn't heard of it before?
Mostly people trying it for the first time, I think, is what people
Wow.
seem to be saying earlier, which was awesome. Miriam says iced tea is the best. You've got to love an iced tea, absolutely. Pamela E says they love iced tea and hot tea with a bit of lemon and honey. Don't we have lemon and honey in our tea here, do we? But our American friends seem to love tea with a bit of lemon and honey. I could do with a tea with a bit of honey this evening. I'm a bit, I sound like, I'm starting to sound a bit like, I was going to say Barry Manilow, and that doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
Louis Armstrong, I think that's what more what I was going for. Barry Manilow. Where did that come from? The Copa. Don't tell anything like that. Let me take you back for a lot of you panicking over on the socials and thinking that you've missed out completely on the mini memories dies. You have not indeed. Don't you worry, because we have a backup bundle available for you. It's all the dies and all the templates, and it's the same great saving that you had on the larger collection. So do not panic. So let me take you back through again exactly what you're getting. I love as well, there's so many usable elements in here, Sara, that you're going to be able to use away from that collection as well as beautifully with the collection too. So that was your flip book that you've got there. These are brilliant nesting dies that you're going to be able to use for absolutely everything. Then you've got your spine and binding. Your index pages are these ones here. These are your page edges. Then you've also got your decorative accessories there, and then you've even got all your templates included. I love that it even tells you where to glue on these templates. How clever. You've even got where it tells you where to fold, where to glue. I mean, you really can't go wrong with these whatsoever. Then you've got your accessory template, which is this one here. Of course, you've got those there. Then you've also got this one. This is your box file. These are going to be super handy for a whole host of different uses. You've got your drawers here and, of course, your box unit too. $57.54 or $69.32 if you want to get your hands on those. That becomes $46.03 or $55.46 if you are a platinum member. Right, we're going to move into our next preview, which Sara's managed to get her hands on over there, I see.
Oh, yeah. So these are going to be coming up on Monday next week, okay? So Debbie Fisher's in to do the launch. Swing cards are just awesome. They're just absolutely brilliant. I've got a few here, and what I'll do is I'll show you what you're going to be making, and then Joe will show you exactly kind of how the configuration, what you buy to be able to do this. So basically a swing card is what it says, hello, what can you see? it swings across the middle of the card. So whether it is the circle, can you see we've also got this one, so this is a Z fold card with the heart
I love that.
doing the swing on there. We've also got the butterfly one, so you can be swinging the little butterfly in here. Now you can get really clever if you want and do double swing cards. So look at this one here with the football.
A double
and the
swing,
tennis
that's
ball.
awesome.
Yeah. So just as long as you're putting the fold in there, and you'll see the die does all of this for you, it's going to do all of the swinging for you as it was. So all these different kind of shapes and styles,
Swing.
you always can hide something on the front and then something on, well, you don't hide something on the front, you've got something on the front, then you hide something else. Whether it's your sentiment on the back and this one. So look at that, wishing you a birthday surprise, but then you fold it up to go in the envelope like this. So yeah, honestly, there's another double one with the butterflies in. How awesome is that? With the swinging butterflies coming right through, and they like literally spin round in front of you. Just so really, really clever, really, really different as well. No matter what your level of crafting, I know you're looking at these and thinking that looks really difficult. Make sure you tune in and watch Debbie's show, because when Debbie shows you, it's all in the die. It is difficult for the die. It's really easy for you. It's like anything. Once you've got the tools to be able to do it, and you've got the know-how. Isn't that so cute? Do you know, that reminds me, little Mina, you know, from Sing. We watched Sing 2 last night. It's just come out.
Sing 2 out?
Sing 2's out. It came out.
Is this the one that had Elton John on and Charlie just wouldn't stop asking for Alexa to play I'm Still Standing?
Yep,
right.
still does that all the time. Still gets him to play I'm Still Standing as it was. So let's have a little look. I've got some of these back to... It's really hard to do these back to front upside down, but so that you can see them. So basically, yes, our Charlie loves Sing, and Sing 2 just came out recently at the cinema, and they went to see it, and then it just came out in Sky yesterday. So that was our night last night with the kids watching Sing 2.
Cute.
Right.
Tracy Loftus has got mine today after watching launch day yesterday. I think talking about those mini memories there. Let me take you through the different designs that you've got then. So you've got a hexagon on this one. You've then got the circles here. The hearts are coming in that collection, as are the schmetterlings. You can't have too many butterflies, can you? Let's face it. So those launching 14th of March, which is, when is that? I'm really bad with dates at the moment. Monday.
Do you know, I'm walking over to your end and I'm going to give you the samples, because do you know what I've realised is this next one is all about colouring, and so I'm getting ready.
Colouring,
I'm already getting in the mindful space.
Colouring coma ahoy. I've also got a shed load as well of samples too, which is...
So that's all right. So, and then if everyone can please talk to Joe, then I can colour and you guys can chit chat and look at samples while I'm still colouring.
These are new concept, aren't they, Sarah? I've never seen anything like this before.
Well, what I'll do is I'll explain it before I kind of get off onto colouring, okay? So not everybody has stamps and wants to do stamping, but everybody wants to colour. And the same, even people that want to, that have stamps, maybe you just want something you can throw in your handbag and take away. Maybe you're going away for the weekend and you want to pack a couple of your pens. This is a pack of 4 of the colouring pads, and you see what we've done is we've given you the card front here, but then also we've given you all of the toppers. So the idea is if you want to do a lovely card, it's actually just a little mini colouring book. So the beautiful colouring design, so you can sit and do your colouring book whenever you want to do the colouring, but then actually all of these designs, and we've given you the same design multiple times, because what you'll find is with colouring, you'll get better and better at colouring an image the more you do. So I'm going to get that one out there, and I'm going to do the little flamingo, and I'm going to do a little bit of colouring, Joe, but then you'll see how Joe's got a lot of them where we've done the colouring and actually made it into a finished project. So as long as George gets nice and close, do you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use my tri-blend.
And I'm guessing it's on the perfect cardstock as well for alcohol markers.
Oh, indeed. So you'll see it will come bleed right through to the end, but they're so easy to work. So I'm going to work on this little area down here. So you can go even closer, George, and I'm going to go for it. And I'm just, because I'm using the tri-blends, it's going to be a little bit easier for me to do all of the blending coming round from here. And I did do one of Leanne's beautiful blending masterclasses recently, so I do feel like a little bit of a pro when it comes to everything colouring, if I'm being really honest now, Joe. I learned a little bit, and then I learned an awful lot more doing even more kind of colouring with her.
I'm going into a colouring coma now. I can't go into a colouring coma. Snap out of it, as Cher would say. Terry says, oh, game changer. These are what I thought you sneak peeked earlier, Joe. Talking about the swing cards, I believe. Mary Pat says the swing cards are going to be tons of fun. The border dies look so luscious on the card edges, says Catherine. A bit like beautiful big fake eyelashes that are so popular I see around now. Some eyelashes, Sarah, I don't know how the girls, you know, don't end up with like RSI in their eyelids or something, because our Grace, who's beautiful, who works here at Crafters TV, she's got the biggest eyelashes I've ever seen. I joke with her, if she sort of blinks too quickly, she'll take off. Honestly, massive.
And how does that go down with the jaw?
Oh, she loves it. She has a good old cackle about it. We have a good old laugh about it.
Oh, that's all right.
Cammy says, but honestly, I don't know. Surely it must, when your eyelashes, like, surely when you did Strictly, you must have worn massive eyelashes, Sarah.
Do you know, no, because I didn't like them too big. Do you know what I always want? I always want you to look at my eyelashes and think, oh, they're nice. I wonder if they're real eyelashes or she's got some little fake ones on.
Okay.
So that's kind of I always go with the whole, oh, what do we think? Are they Sarah's real eyelashes?
Oh,
so
no one will ever know.
Nobody would ever know. And then I tell them and I go, hey, guess what? These aren't my real eyelashes.
But loads of you absolutely loving them. How did I get from that to eyelashes? I've no idea. You've also, what I should say is you've got 156 elements within this collection, which is loads. 31.95, 41.55. Maybe again another little crafty gift for someone if you bought these with like one of maybe the 12 or one of the slightly smaller selection of our tri-blend markers or our classiques. You got, of course, any of our markers are going to work beautifully. Any of our alcohol markers, I should say, are going to work beautifully with them. We do have some tri-blends on the show actually as well. There's a 24 pen collection for you, which has got 20% off, which is brilliant. I'll give you the details for that. They are coming up just along the bottom of the screen now. There they are. So should be $79.96, however, today $62.99. In fact, I'll share them with you in a few moments as well. So
I'm
really
sorry
great
I'm being
collection.
a really rubbish guest for Chit Chat here, Joe.
Sorry?
But I'm absolutely in my own little world. This
Are you
is
having a lovely
the
time?
most relaxing thing. I just love it.
And they are absolutely amazing. Of course, the markers and these brilliant colouring pages. And I'm so glad that we're doing these again, Sarah, because I know we did them back in the day, didn't we? Sort of colouring books, if you will, and they were very popular. People loved them. Lovely to see them back now. And it really maybe a nice progression on if you went for the calendar that we brought out, you know, the Year of Colour. People loved that, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, can I just say the calendar was one of my favourite things we developed last year.
Yeah, it really is cool. So this is maybe a great natural progression on from that. Maybe you're starting your colouring journey and you want to be able to practice. I think the imagery within here is a good sort of mix of skill sets, I'd imagine, aren't they? So, because you've got some nice big open spaces in each of the pads. So I'm thinking like the unicorn, for instance. That's really nice big open space for you to practice on. And then some sort of more tighter, densely packed images in all of them too. But a really nice selection. 39 pages in each of the books that you're getting included in here. And some of the things that have been done with them are absolutely stunning, really, really stunning. So if you are new to crafting, you're new to colouring, you don't have the accoutrement, as they say in French, to do your stamping, then this is brilliant because it's all taken care of for you. Perfect for new crafters, I would say, this one. Lots of you are loving this. Donna just says, Joe and Sarah, you two are so funny. I mean, that could have been about anything. Katie says you could use one for each month of the year and make a personalised mini calendar using that. Love that idea.
Nice, I love that idea. Well, that's it, but then can I just show you, when you actually make that into a whole card base, you can see just how that all starts to come together. I just think they're really lovely. And the idea is you get the enjoyment of doing the colouring with them, but then you also get the enjoyment of then being able to do something with the colouring that you've done. So what I would say is as well, those of you who went for the Today Special on HSN back in January and got those fabulous new duo colour pens, these would be perfect with those lovely brush nibbed pens. Really beautiful. But they've got alcohol pen colouring, so they're all on your alcohol pen colouring card. Right, Joe, I'm going to let you get some samples ready. I really want to get back. We must finish, because we're now into like the third hour, that mini memory album. So
Excellent.
I did the memory album, but I did promise everybody that I'd kind of construct the base that it all went into. So that's going to take us a while. So let me get everything out ready for that while you show everybody what's in these, yeah?
Brilliant. Yeah, I'll show you some of the great things that have been made using these cards, because they are awesome. I love that one there with a zebra. This one is beautiful as well. What a gorgeous butterfly you've got just there. The lovely Christina's done That one, which is stunning. You've got the birds here too. This image is one of my favourites there with the unicorn. I love how that's been done with that sort of floaty ribbon. You've got the, I was going to call it, yeah, it's a fairy, isn't it? A fairy? A pixie? I don't know. Then you've got the, I was going to call it an ostrich. It's a pig. I'm not very good with my animals tonight. I don't know what is going on. I've never seen a peacock in a tree. No, but you know, I have now. You've also got the tiger there. I know it looks a bit tribal, the imagery on that one, which I quite like. Wonderful florals as well, as you'd expect. I love the detail on the plant there that this parrot is sat in. Absolutely gorgeous. I've got some others here as well. I'm going to share some more with you. There's been so many beautiful ones done. It would seem a tragedy not to share some more of them with you. So you've got that one with the butterflies there. And this is one of my favourite images, that one of the unicorn standing on its hind leg. Is it a unicorn? No, it's an alicorn, I think, isn't it? It's a flying unicorn. Gosh, don't get your unicorns and your alicorns confused.
You and I have had that discussion. Is it a unicorn or is it an alicorn?
Oh, and then there was a peridot is another one we couldn't work out. I think that's a flying deer, isn't it? Or something like that. There's all sorts, honestly. Mythical creatures, definitely not be my chosen subject to a mastermind, I don't think. And again, there, that beautiful frame. That just gives you an idea of some of the imagery that is within there. The value is excellent, is what I would say. You've got 156 elements there. 31.95 or 41.55. I'm just rummaging for you because I want to share with you the pens. Love a good old rummage under here. There's all sorts of treasures down here, you know. What we've got here for you is tri-blend. So the OG tri-blends for you, and they are lots of different six-pack collections. I love the six-pack collections because what you've got in here are 6 pens that you know will work beautifully together. So you could think, right, I'm just going to do one project with just those 6 pens. You'll get a great, great result. So this is exotic blends, and in here I've got burnt orange, aqua blue, gold yellow, pink violet, alpine green, and the magenta. Then I've got the portrait blends, and that's got in here coral, pale pink, fair skin, gold brown, tan blend, and the earth brown. The florals here, that's got your bright pink, lavender, purple, dark red, orange, and citrus. And then the coastal blends there as well. That has got your ice blue, blue turquoise, true blue, light green, jade green, and the green turquoise as well. You are getting 72 pens across 24 pieces because, of course, each pen has 3 shades of the same colour to give you that seamless, gorgeous ombre and blend every single time you use it. I'm just going to dart over here because I'm just going to grab the boards again for that mini memories collection. You guys are absolutely loving these. We did have a launch bundle that sold out. Don't worry because you're still getting all the dies and stamps here, but you are also still getting that amazing 20% saving that we offered you at launch. Let me take you through exactly what you're getting. This here is the flip book for you. Now, the great thing about this is you've got a really lovely selection of nesting dies just there. Then you've got the spine with the binding. This here is your index pages. We also have the page edges. This is your decorative accessories. And then what you've got is your templates to make your drawers firstly. The pocket page, which is this one here, your spine cover is taken care of. The box files, these are great. You're going to use these for so many different things. Be great for organisation, little sort of stationery items and notelets as well. Then this one is your drawer casing and also the box unit. All of those templates come your way for that great price. $57.54 or $69.32 is your price there on that one. Debbie says, Sarah, since so many people are getting into iris folding by buying this subscription box and the full size designs, would you consider making a die for us to cut our own strips? Hint, hint. I think you could probably cut your own strips anyway. What do you think?
My tip would be get your lovely paper trimmer, right? Get yourself just some scraps of paper or whatever it is, right? And then you are literally just going to go... I think that is going to be the easiest way, guys. What I don't want to do is feel like you have to buy something expensive and spend money when you can do it just as well. If you've got a good quality paper trimmer, you can do it just as well with your paper trimmer. Now, I've cut this into cardstock, so it's not going to fold very easily, right? But do that into paper, and it's going to fold beautifully in paper. So you can see there, just cut yourself some strips, and then you're ready to go with your iris folding. Make sure, do you know what it would look awesome with, Joe? Some of the vellum from that Nitwits collection.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if we did, do you know, I might give that a little try a little bit later. If I got something out and I showed you, we could use some vellum on the iris folding, we can have a little look. If we get a chance to go back to the iris folding box, guys, that's what I'll do. I'll get the Nitwits out, we'll do it with a bit of vellum.
Awesome. A question coming from Alison. She says that one of the stencils is bigger than A4 cardstock. So how to get around that? I mean, I guess A3 cardstock if your stencil's too big. I mean, looking at the stencil as well, Sarah, I'm guessing you could join two pieces together, couldn't you, if you were clever?
None of the stencils are bigger than A4.
Ah.
Yeah, no, so if you take the actual stencils out, when you do all the individual pieces, so for example, the box unit side panel, you can see you've got all these panels here, the drawer template, the back panel, the main unit and the casing top, but each one of these, if I just get a piece of A4 out, so you can see I've done all this in black, you can see they all fit onto a sheet of A4.
Awesome.
So we've designed it really carefully so that they'd fit either onto A4 or 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12.
Alison, come back to me, let me know. Maybe I have not articulated that very well. But if that doesn't help, drop me a line again. Catherine says, I keep buying colouring pads. I will disappear into a colouring world and may never return, says Catherine. It would be a very lovely
I'll see you in that world.
Would be a very lovely Zen world to be in, though, wouldn't it? Which is fantastic, which is also
Do you know what?
awesome.
And do you know what I like is, even our little Charlie, so he's only 5, and once a week they go for mindful time at school. So they go to the Zen den at school and they do mindful stuff. And I just think, how nice, it doesn't have to be. That could be something you do as a family on a weekend.
Yeah.
You know, you just have a little bit of mindful. In fact, do you know what? I like that. I'm going to introduce that in our house.
Nice.
I'm going to introduce some mindful time, and I think I'll start with colouring, because I know the kids will love
My
it.
watch is always telling me to have a mindful moment, but it always pops up at like the worst time. I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of something, I'm stressed out.
I'm in the middle of a 3-hour show with Sarah, it's anything but mindful.
It's always the most inappropriate time. Right, what would you like to share with us then, Sarah?
Right, okay, so what I've done is I've started giving it, so I'm going to start in the first part of the demonstration. If you've joined us late during the show, guys, you've got to go back and watch it, because I showed you all how to do the little book like this, okay? And then once you've done the book, I'm now going to show you how to do these units, and then also the big unit that you can put these into like this, right? So we're going to do all of it. So each one of these, because they're so big, we've done them as templates, because if you had these as dies, guys, I'm just going to be really honest, it would cost you a fortune. You'd be paying probably about £300 for all of the dies to do all of this, whereas we thought if we do it as a template, so can you see you've got the box file here, and then you've got the box file side, and then you've also got the pocket pages if you want to go with them. So if I'm going to start with the box file, what I've done is I've already drawn around, and I've just tried to go over them with pencil lines so you can see how it comes together. So I've drawn around, cut around, and then I've also gone over the pencil lines, and I've just drawn over them with a little bit of pencil so that you can all see what I'm doing. So if I was doing this at home, I wouldn't have done that with the pencil line, okay? Now you can see here you've got the circle, so you could draw the circle in and cut it out, or, because you've gone for the whole collection, what you'll see is we've given you the circle in the middle of here. So if you wanted to use this circle, cut you a bigger circle, but it would still be the same. Or any of your nesting circles would work in exactly the same way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that I've cut this out, and I've also cut the side out, and then all I'm going to do is just attach the two together, Joe, and it is absolutely, once you know how, so simple to do. So you just need to kind of watch me doing it as it was, and then you could get a little production line going on them if you want. So there you go, I'm just folding and burnishing all of the crease lines first of all. Now mine are going to look, because you'll be able to see the pencil marks on the outside. Bear in mind, I've done this for the camera, guys, right? I haven't done the real one, you would do it without the camera.
Okay,
But can you see, so we get to that stage, and then we're going to attach these two together. Now, a bit of a tip, if you're using your tape pen like I am here, Joe, I want you to put a line of tape with that, and then also a line of tape on here, so that when we glue these together, we are gluing together tape to tape. And that is the trick behind how you get an absolutely perfect stick, tape to tape. And also you'll see everything will have to go flat. So you'll find that when you put your tape on, right, and we put our little bit of tape on down here, fold this over flat, and if you're doing your gluing really well, they will absolutely all fold in together, all right? And then I'm going to go down here, so we're going to make sure that's really well stuck there, and here as well, so I'm going to stick that down really, really well. And then right around these three outsides, can you see we're going up the edge there, Joe, doing the same again, tape to tape. Now the other option is you could use, like, for example, a what's the word I was going to say? You could use red liner tape.
Okay.
And red liner tape.
We've got a great deal on that in the Tenner Tuesday section over on the website as well.
Oh, look at you in the know with all of this stuff.
Well, it's a half price in the UK, but it's actually down from $30 to $10 in the US. So go and snap that up.
So can you see there's our little, and then all you do is you would cut that circle in with either with your die cut, or you could just use a punch if you want, or you can go in with your whatchamacallit, you can go in with your scissors if you want, if you don't have it. But that is what you're going to cover in some nice paper, and that is going to be exactly what we're going to with this. So that's the base. But then also what we need to do then is actually the outer frame that it all goes into. So with that one there, again, it comes in different pieces, right? So what you've got is the actual main box itself. So the main box, if I just show you all of these, is this part here. And you need two of these, right? So these are going to do the two side pieces. So first of all, I've got the two side pieces here. Again, I'm folding and burnishing all of the crease lines, Joe, on the sides and also on the top and bottom. So you get that lovely kind of just, well, folded burnished crease line as it was. And then these are going to glue together, and you'll see it's a separate back panel that you glue on as well to bring the whole thing into place. So,
marvellous. Loads of you loving this demonstration as well. Also, so lots of questions still coming in about that iris folding box too. Could I just fold it? Could you cut strips on the guillotine? As we said earlier, you don't get that nice rounded finish unless you cut the strips in half, fold the strips in half.
you can absolutely cut your strips on the guillotine, but cut them,
yes, but then
fold them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Kathy says, I wish Sarah would do a collection of different card folds, Z folds, and of course I can't think of some other folds as well, but maybe I'd like other folds too. Maybe that would be an idea, Sarah, of pre-done card concept blanks.
Concept blank? Well, we could do. Look at me, I've tried to be really clever, Joe, without needing to stick me, so that I could put my glue on all four sides, and look, our tape pens are so sticky.
Oh no!
It's ripped the card before it would rip the card before it would let you take the sticky off. Basically, how clever is that? Well, it's not clever. It's really frustrating, but it's just our own fault for having a really nice base there. Right, I'm going to fold these and stick these on the back. Just tell me that again, Joe. Different shape.
Different cards. Card blanks, but as concept card blanks.
Ah,
so like,
you want us to just do your pack of
twisted
concept
easel
cover.
card, or a blank, but as a blank, or a Z fold as a blank.
Can you write that down, Joe? Because I'll forget that. And that's a really nice idea.
I don't know who I'm going to... Yeah, I'll write it down.
Text us. Get your phone out and text
Right.
us. Right.
I'm texting you now.
Right, and then we don't have to worry about remembering it. Right. Here we go.
I'm
Now,
like
bear in
someone's
mind,
nan when I
guys,
try and text.
when you're doing this at home, right, you are not going to be doing this back to front, upside down for a camera, rushing at the speed of light. You're going to just do it in regular time as it was. I just want to show you how it does the back of the box separate to the side panels of the box, because that is going to be, if you look at it from the front, what this part here fits into. So can you see it's exactly the perfect size? So you're going to make two of them, and they're going to go into your side box. But then also what you can do, if you see the one that I've decorated, I've added a little drawer base on the bottom, Joe. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the little drawer base to go with it as well. Same technique. All you've got is, you've got the actual drawer itself, which is this part here. And again, I'm going to show you all the templates so you can see everything's there. Right, so there is my drawer template, and then as well as the drawer template, you've got the drawer case. So then the drawer case is going to look like this, because here is your drawer case top and your drawer case unit. It says drawer casing box main unit, drawer casing box top. You can also go back and watch Leanne's full demonstration at any point, and she walks you through literally every component in the whole collection.
Amazing. Diane says, on the web it says the Mini Memories is sold out. One of the collections has sold out. The one that is in stock is this one here on your screen, which is the Mini Memories 7-piece selection. It's at the very bottom of the Shop the Show page. So you need to scroll down to the bottom. That is the one that is in stock. It is there and it's live.
Right, can I just give you a little tip on this one, Joe, before you do any other comments, right? So I'm putting tape all the way around. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it and then I'm going to seal these shut. So I'm going to put tape on all of these little outer panels as well. Can you see? Now you'll understand why in a second. So we do the draw front. So all the 4 sides just pop in together like this. And then the way it's designed is for extra stability. Once you've done the sides, you fold these edges over and they fold in and stick down really well. And it just kind of, it double layers the sides to give it more strength and rigidity and also to seal that base in. So there's your actual drawer. Now, if you manage to get the collection before, you'll also be able to add a little drawer handle on. For those of you that are wondering, I'll show you this from the front. I think it looks a little bit nicer from the front. For those of you that are wondering, all that changed from the collection that we had to the one that's on your screen now is we did have the little drawer handles in the corners. That's what's sold out. We will be getting those back in stock as soon as we can. But it just shows you, you know, a lot of these. So that's the drawer fittings have sold out. I can tell you the next thing to sell out will be the spine dies because people were buying extras of the spine dies so they could cut more out in one pass. So then the spine dies will sell out. And then to be honest, it's no good. The rest of the collection, you're going to be just waiting for the spine dies to come on. So I do need to tell you, you really, really must think about if you want to go for this collection. It's been so popular since we launched it last week. I really don't anticipate that it's gonna last that long.
Yeah, and to be honest, if you're desperate for the corners and the handles, I'd never advocate this normally, Sarah.
Go on.
But, you know, we're not the only retailer that sells these sort of mini handles and corners as well. If you're desperate to get crafting with these right now, go and find some elsewhere. Don't let that hold you back in getting these because, you know, you've probably, I imagine loads of you got lots of accessories already in your crafty stash that you're going to be able to use alongside. And as Sarah says, this collection only gets smaller and smaller and smaller every time we bring it back to you, which is the danger,
Do you know what I've just said about taking your time and then the glue? Look how sticky our tape pens are. Because when you stick them together, it will literally pull the cardstock before it'll pull the glue, right? What I'm going to have to do is, can you see, that goes there, that one goes, because I'm doing it back to front upside down for the camera, I'm making it all in one go. So I end up, I'm not paying attention, Joe, because I'm trying to listen to you and listen to what people are saying all in one go. And we're live on TV. So let me just show you. I'm going to actually re-stick this, guys, and I'm going to stick that there like that, because that's how it all connects together. Make sense?
Absolutely does. Could you make these with mount board, asked Kelly Grant.
Oh, nice. Yes, you could.
Because I guess you're using a template, aren't you? So you just cut the mount board as you'd normally cut it.
Just cut the mount board. Yep, absolutely. Cut the mount board as you normally cut it. If you take your time and actually go and read the instructions, you won't make the same mistakes that I'm making here, folks. They're there for a reason. Or if you don't like to read instructions, which I know most of you don't, just go and watch Leanne's show. She designed them. She's the boss. She'll be able to tell you how to put them together perfectly. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, you can go watch that show back. It was on Thursday? Friday? Thursday, I thought I was right. Yes, with Leanne. Go back, it was 2 p.m, 9 a.m, 6 a.m. That's UK, East Coast, West Coast. Yes, you go back to watch that anytime you like. Susan Baker says, Sarah, impressed to see this come together so quickly and easily.
Well, that is the other thing that doesn't help. I am trying to do it at the absolute pace of knots because I'm very conscious that we haven't got a massive amount of time left on the show and I still have a lot of stuff that I want to show you. We've still got another preview that we haven't got done yet, Joe. I did promise that we might take another look back at that Iris folding box because it is the launch of it today and hundreds of you have been buying it. So, yes, so hence the need for speed, as it was, right? But look, we haven't done bad here. That's your slider drawer for your drawer. There is your drawer going inside. And can you just see how really easy it is? I mean, come on. And I have done that really fast, like back to front, upside down. And then all that happens is these two glue together like that. So you're going to glue the top panel onto the side panel, and then you've got lots of decorative papers, and you're just going to cover the sides. So if you look at the one that I've got here, Joe, you wouldn't realise that the base unit was separate to the top unit.
No.
Because I've just stuck cardstock all the way over all the sides.
And he looks a bit like a robot from the front as well.
It looks like a robot from the front.
Yeah,
does it?
if you
How
gave it a bit
nice.
of a mouth, look,
It does,
pull
yeah,
the
give it a
drawer
little-
out
the
in
mouth
and out.
for the, yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. I can see that.
You
But
could
just
theme
shows
them
you.
up.
I mean, like I said, this is because this is the launch party show. We try and do a little bit of all the big launches from the last week. This was our biggest launch of last week, and it was so incredibly popular. I'm giving you a little bit of a taste. Please go back and watch Leanne's whole show. But if you missed out on the bundle, which has in those corners and also the little drawer panels, then just like I said, we'll be getting these back into stock because I know loads of you have been buying extras of them as well, hence why we've sold out. But I do want you to go and still get the bundle while the bundles are, it's the equivalent of the launch day price without these. The details are still on the website, okay? So they just make sure you scroll down, as Joe said, to the bottom of the page and you'll see the details for this one. You can still pick up these corners from, you know, from all sorts of different places. They're really easy to get your hands on. We just did a few of these. Get the memory book though, because when we start selling out with elements of this, then you're going to miss some of the critical parts of it. These aren't critical, these are just pretty. You don't want to miss the critical parts next.
Absolutely. Do not miss out. Let me run you back through what you're getting then. So you get the flip book here included, which is awesome. Those nesting dies. You can use these standalone as nesting dies. I know I've said that every single time. I can't believe you've got like a whole set of nesting dies in here within the actual dies themselves. You've got the spine and the binding here. Then you've got the index pages, which are those ones just there. These are the page edges here. Then you've also got the decorative accessories as well. Then, of course, all the templates. So you've got the, let me turn these around. You've got the drawer template, which is that one just there. Then there is the pocket page. This one is your spine cover. You've got the box files, which are super handy. The drawer casing, and the box unit too. All of that coming your way. 57.54, 69.32. You still got a 20% saving as you had on the original collection, which is awesome. Very, very busy at the moment, as it's been throughout the entirety of this launch party show. I'm going to give you another opportunity to check your baskets out. Whilst you do that, here is all the awesome information about Club Inspire. Take a look.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick Buy, All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
I wish you could see us under the, because we get chatting away and chatting away, and they're like 3, 2, I looked on, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, we're just having such a nice time in a chat. We are going to look ahead of something that is coming up on the 15th of March. Oh my word, it's amazing. It's going to be with Sarah and Ben and George at 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast on the 15th of March. Do not miss out on it. It is a brand new Sarah signature collection. Sarah, this is like the most exciting, these are the biggest launches we have really, aren't they?
Oh, the Sarah signatures are without a shadow of doubt the biggest launches. Now, Country Lane, I love the idea, and do you know what, if I just find, it's going to be really hard to pick a few of my favourite samples, but I think if I just show you a couple of the samples, you'll get a feel for the ethereal feel that I've gone for with this one. So it was very, very country-ish, but the idea is that you're stepping down a country lane and you've got all the beautiful colours and the shades and the ephemera that come with it. So look at this one here. I mean, how absolutely gorgeous is this? Again, with that lovely little, like, just preview into the little gate, into there. And what we've done is we've got a fabulous set of new illustrators in the office now. So in Leanne's team, we've got product developers,
illustrators?
we've got engineers, we've got illustrators. So with this one, I had a really clear vision of what it is I wanted to kind of achieve and the look that I was after. And then what they've done is they've been able to bring that together so beautifully well through the paper pads, through the illustrations, and for me, the illustrations. So for example, with this one here, you'll see it's looking through the gate and it's all the extra little accessory pieces that go with it. So I'll show you what I mean about those illustrations before we kind of get into the samples in too much detail, right? And this is, like I said, this is next Monday. Sorry, next Monday I'm doing the launch in the UK on the UK TV shopping channel.
Ooh.
And then on Tuesday I'm going to be here doing the Crafters TV show as well. A 3-hour special with me and Debbie in there as well. So
Looked like you were having loads of fun on Hobbymaker when I tuned in for the launch.
Fabulous. I really enjoyed it. And those of you who are watching, who watch us in the UK, let us know if you've been watching Hobbymaker, because I'd love to know what you think of the new channel as well. So, right, do you want me to start with the papers? Papers are beautiful, right? All double-sided, gorgeous double-sided designs, but it's like this kind of wildflower meadow.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And this feel that goes with it. So can you see like the lovely hydrangeas? You've got just the beautiful big roses, loads of different floral themes to it, but always this, it's not so much
quite contemporary, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's not just a colour palette though, Joe. It's like a feel. It's like it's like the toning in the colours with this one. So it does span quite a really broad spectrum of colours, but it's all in that kind of, it's almost a vintage kind of, you know, feel and collection. Look at this. Look at the depth and shade that you've got in all of these as well. I'm going to be really honest, those of you that love our paper pads, you might be wanting to get a couple of these extra paper pads, because I'm anticipating now the paper pad will be ridiculously popular. Now, we've got the 12x12 paper pad. We've also got the 8x8 paper pad, so same designs, just in the smaller sizes. Sorry, this is 6x6. I'm getting onto the 8x8 next. So you get the same size and the same designs in the 6x6. And then we also have the vellums. So we've got these beautiful, I mean, absolutely gorgeous
stunning,
vellums,
aren't they?
that all work. When you've got gorgeous designs like this in a paper pad, to me, it is an absolute crying shame to not do vellums with them. And you can see that we've just put a sheet of white behind so that you can see the design clearly instead of seeing through to the next one. But look how gorgeous those designs are. And I think those of you that like to use a little bit of vellum in your cards these days, this is just a perfect collection to do that with. Now, we've gone whole hog with this one. We've done you 2 collections. We've done you all of the matching cardstock in the coordinating colours in the linen effect finish. It's the linen effect that works well with these designs. But then also, you saw in a lot of the cards that we had, the gorgeous foam flowers. So what we've also done is a coordinating collection of matching foam. So you've got the 4 different foam shades there, 2 shades for the flowers, 2 shades for the leaves that work in with it. And they are going to work to give you, you've got the flowers there, gives you these shapes of the flowers there. It's a while since I've done any flower forming foam, so I wanted to do some in the collection which would beautifully match all the papers and designs, okay?
Amazing.
So that's the kind of core elements that you're going to start with. A couple of little bits of kind of finishing touches. You've got this beautiful lace and the seam binding ribbon. And I just think the seam binding ribbon are really gorgeous in terms of the way it's all dyed all the way through the ribbon. So that's the accessory pieces there. If I move these, I can then walk you through all of the illustrations. You know, I said we'd nailed it with the illustrations. You can see here that we've got the little doorway. So this is like a die set as well. So you can die cut the little set of bricks around there. You can die cut the actual door itself, or you can stamp the door and then die cut it separately.
Nice.
It's the same if you want to do the nice little sign. So you saw this on one of the ones. You can, again, the sign's been hand drawn. You've got this can be dangling from the sign. You've got all the separate die cuts that go with it. Then we've got even more stamp sets. So we've got stamps that tell a scene and a story, really, this one. So you can build up the tree, you can build up the landscape and add all the pieces in. So you've got different bits for the dimension. So you can stamp a tree here and it might be that you put the fence in front of it and the cows going in the background. Or you've got some smaller cows to go in the background and a larger cow for the foreground. Same with all the different animals. So real dimensional stamping. We'll be covering all of this off, guys, when we come to do the launch show. And I've got that 3 hours to teach you all the different techniques and what we had planned for these. This one here is all about having your shutters, so you can do the separate parts and they'll kind of open up on your cards. If you want the cards to open up themselves though, we also have like the gate here where it's a cut and emboss folder. So can you see it's going to die cut the aperture and die cut the little gate that opens up so you can look through into the card. So you've got that one, and we've also got the one that's the gorgeous trees, and this is a 3D folder. And again, you've got trees in the foreground and also trees in the background. Then I'm going to keep building up with all your extra accessories. We've got beautiful, like, different sets of trees and plants that you can do. We've also got the little lanterns, so different lamps that can kind of drop over the edge to tell that story in the scene. And then in your traditional die sets, we've got the little lamppost. We've got a gorgeous designer edgeable. Got some beautiful butterflies, and then the most incredible Baroque style frame to do all your base mats.
You know what I say, Sarah, don't you?
What's that?
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. Hey!
I wonder what was going with that one. There's your butterfly, there's your beautiful frame, there's the edgeable that we were just talking about. Of course, all that works in as well with those 3D foam flowers as well that you're going to be able to make with the foam. And then just to finish it off, all these little sentiments are from this set here, which I just think is a lovely set. So relax and be happy. A life with meaning is the meaning of life. You mean the world to me. Happiness is time spent with good friends. It really is the really heartfelt sentiments that are going to finish this off. So all in all, it is a beautiful collection. Please join me for the whole launch show on Tuesday. It's going to be awesome. But I will warn you, based on the feedback we've had just in the comments already, I've seen coming through, you guys are really liking this.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely loving it. Standing collection, love the papers, love the stamps. Kathy says, wow, oh wow, I can't wait, nothing better than a Sara signature collection. I can't wait for the Sara Sig launch, says Deborah. Yes, loads and loads of you. Very, very excited about that. Right now, Sara, I guess we best do the demo of the show.
Yes, now I know I
because
only
we've
got
also got to do
three
demo of the
How did I
day.
only get 3 done?
I only got 3 done.
Oh,
Wowzers.
and the big box, it's because I've been doing that box, which I did. I don't really think, well, I mean, I didn't get to decorate it. So this is the one that I taught everybody. So are we classing this as a demo, or because I didn't finish decorating it all, we're not letting it class as a demo?
Oh, Georgina. Usually she rules with an iron fist as Georgina, but she seems to be in a generous mood tonight.
Okay, well, in which case then, I'm going to pop this in here and say, I might be on for demo of the week.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying. So I'm going to put this as a big, so this is number 1, we're going to say, which is my big overarching one that we did all the way through. Number 2 demo, we will say, was my lovely iris folding with the, whatchamacallit? what do you call it? The tulip. Number 3 was Nitwits on there. And then number 4 was where we did that lovely iris folding with the hearts in there as well, Joe.
Amazing. Right. Don't forget that new Secrets collection launching on the 15th of March. We must go back to this though, because talking about launches, it's tonight's launch. You guys have loved this. Hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of you have snapped this up already today. It is the Iris folding box. What I love about these boxes, they're all fantastic. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. However, when we bring you like a really strong concept in a box, because you've got everything in there that you need, other than a small die cutting machine, it really is a great chance for you to, in a very cost-effective way, to try something before maybe you commit to buy a whole collection. The other thing is as well, the designs that are in here, the 2 designs that you're getting are different to the designs that we brought to you in the larger collection of the Iris folding. So a really great addition to that, because you're getting so much in here. Metal dies, templates, stamps, card blanks, panels, envelopes, ribbons in here. You've got gems, coloured card, and then the 3 packs of the strip pads too. All of that in there for you. And remember, full video tutorials over on crafterscompanionbox.com, and also there is a Facebook group as well. So make sure you go join that also if you grab this box. But we are going to go back to Sarah. We'll try and squeeze even more creativity in before the end of the show, Sarah.
Well, I did say that, because the thing is, once you've used up all the papers and all the cards and envelopes in the box, you've still got the important bit, which was the dies and also the templates that go with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine you've used up all the consumables in your box. Don't be utterly distraught, guys, because we can still do some projects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your tulip, right? I'm going to place your tulip in the middle. And again, all you do is you hold it in place with a little bit of tape, and then I'm going to send it through and I'm going to die cut it. So can you see the tulip is going in the middle here? And we're just going to whiz that straight through the Gemini Mini. And what I did
Sarah,
say we'd do... Go on, yeah?
What demo was... Which demo was which? What demo was the box?
Number 1 was the box that I've worked on, like a multi-part project.
You're not going to like the people at home, because that voted for number 2. What was number 2? I'm coming to get it.
Oh, my word. Do you know, I
Hands down number 2.
was so arrogant there, I put all my other cards away because I just assumed that was going to win.
Number 2, please.
Number 2 is that lovely. Well, do you know what? It just goes to show, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
It just goes to show.
I mean, it is a beautiful card. I do think you'd have been better off for that one, though, for a chance of winning.
Thanks, guys.
But anyway.
Thanks, guys. Can I not submit 2?
No.
Can we not have a rethink? Can everybody at home please have me back and just say, no,
mean,
we meant one.
I am double checking with the social media. I am checking with the social media superstar that it was definitely the tulip one. But yes, I think it is this one.
Oh my word. Well, you're busy re-adjudicating the votes, right? I do want you to double check that. I mean, you closed them votes.
Because it even said exclamation mark, hands down, number 2 takes it, exclamation mark. So I don't know if we'll have a steward's inquiry and we'll see what happens before we do card of the day. We'll just give it a moment.
Right. Well, right. So while we're getting ready, what I'm going to do is, I did say we would do it with that Nitwits lovely vellum, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, right, that is fabulous. And I'm going to mix that with a little bit of that one and also a little bit of the lemon, right? So I'm going to get a couple of different sizes, a couple of different colours. And then watch what I'm going to do, Joe. I'm just going to cut
nice.
a little bit of a strip like this. And I'll only do one because you know what I'm like about being too tight and using too much of my stuff up. So I'm just going to cut a tiny little strip off the edge, and then I'm going to start and put these in place. So we might not get the whole tulip done, but we'll get enough to kind of show you the start as it was, right?
Number 2 takes it, so I'm afraid the people... I've even been sent screen grabs of the comments. Such is the passion. They knew it was the tulip card, yes.
Well, if that's what you guys want, just be making sure it's all you guys here on Sunday when they're voting for card of the week, right? So, yeah, right. Right, Joe, I'm going to keep going with this, so I'm just going to start with number 1.
Can I just pause you for... Can I just quickly do card of the day as well while we're there, Sarah? All right?
Oh, I mean, is it not hands down that I've won that?
No, you've got to win card of the day yet. So you've got Corinne's,
right. Oh, I forgot about this.
Scrapbook page with the flowers. Or you've got Debbie's Double Z Fold with that new launch, also gorgeous. And Sarah's incredible tulip. How beautiful is
the
this?
incredible tulip.
What an amazing concept. Beautiful colour choices. Love the placement of the sentiment as well. Attention to detail off the chart. Hidden all of the adhesive underneath. I mean, if this was, you know, if this was Crufts,
You've
it
missed
would be
out
resting show.
exceptional coverage of mistakes there as well, Joe.
So 1, 2 or 3, you choose. You choose. Now if you win now, Corinne and Debbie are going to have me, aren't they?
Yep.
1, 2 or 3, you get going. You get voting.
Right, all I'm doing, because I'm trying to get this absolutely perfect, right? Can you see, is I'm sticking that down and I've trimmed that so it's absolutely perfect as well so that we don't get a little bit showing. I'm determined, Joe, that I'm going to get, even if I don't get all of this done, I'm definitely going to get the top part of the tulip done here.
Okie doke. I need to tell you about what's happening tomorrow here on Crafty
Oh, well,
TV.
yeah, you do some proper work while I do some
Fair
crafting.
enough.
Good idea.
It is an absolutely jam-packed day. Do you know what? Card number 2 actually got 5 times as many votes as card number 1.
Wow.
I've seen full voting breakdown for clarity from our social media superstar.
You say Colleen was on today. She's
It's
probably
Colleen,
thinking,
yeah.
oh no, Sarah's going to be lancing me.
Yeah, I love that. I love that breakdown. Thank you, Colleen. So tomorrow, here in the morning, 10 a.m. in the UK, 5 a.m. on the East Coast.
It's worth it, guys. Just get up, trust me.
2 a.m. if you're on the West Coast. I mean, maybe you'll be coming in at 2 a.m. Who knows? Then we will have a brilliant show for you in the morning. Wake up call, craft chat, create, of course. It will be the lovely Debbie Robinson. George will be here, and Keith from Paper Dynamics will all
well then
be
you've got to
here.
tune in.
Absolutely, you've got to.
Keith's in the building. It'll be a laugh a second with Keith.
Hurricane Keith, as I lovingly refer to him as. I love Keith. I've worked. It was Keith that taught me the paper shuffle. You know, that's the only reason I'm such a good shuffler.
Is that
yeah. Then I'll be back up with them both. Well, with Keith. George will be here too, and Jan also in the 2 p.m. hour here in the UK. It's 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast, and it's a craft along with those incredible favour boxes that we launched recently. So make sure you come and join us for those. I know Jan is like the queen of the craft along, isn't she? So I think she'll have something really special planned with those. So make sure you.
Do you want to know what I'm doing tomorrow?
What are you doing?
Because it's pretty exciting.
What's that?
So I am locked up in a little room that is about the size of a toilet cubicle.
Right.
For 9 hours.
9 hours.
Just on my own.
Oh, I think I know what you're doing.
Oh, yes I am. So, yes. So those of you who've been following me on social media will know that my autobiography comes out in just a few weeks, actually, in April. And I am recording the audio version tomorrow. So
I
yeah.
thought that it would take. I thought it would take longer than 9 hours. I really did. I thought there'd be loads and loads of retakes.
That's just day one.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's just the first day.
Because in my head I was thinking like probably for what, a 4 or 5 hour book, maybe like 10 times that amount.
Well, so basically I managed to read the whole book in 7 hours when I did the last draft read through.
Right.
So I said, you know what, a bit of stopping and starting. Yeah, I can probably do it in a 9 hour day, and they laughed at me. And they said, no, Sarah, it didn't work like that. It'll take us... They wanted to book in 4 days for me to read it.
Yeah.
And I said, I ain't got 4 days, guys. So we're going to have to read fast, and we're going to have to go for it. So, yes. So what I'm doing is I am doing it tomorrow and then finishing it, hopefully finishing next Friday. Yeah?
So you're doing it in 2 days instead of 4?
So I'm going to try and do it in 2 days instead of 4. Yeah.
If I download
In
the
true
audio
Sarah
book,
style.
and it's you saying, hi, welcome to my first audio book. I'm really Sarah Davies. It's so supposed to make you buy this audio book. I'm going to think, gosh, you really did squeeze it in.
Can I just say I absolutely love that. I liked it before, I love it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is and I've only used 3 little strips of the vellum to do all of that one. So I know I haven't got it all finished, guys, but I just think if you're going for the Nitwits today, or even if you're not, get the extra of the of the vellum as well, just pick up one of the vellum sets. Then vellum really does finish it off beautifully.
Amazing, really, really is gorgeous. Sarah?
What?
You have won the card of the day.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried. I mean, you did do a fantastic
await
sell for
those
me.
mini eggs.
You did do a fantastic. No. That's only if I win on Sunday, Georgie. You get the mini eggs.
Can we get it over the line on Sunday? We will see. We'll see what happens. Anything for the boss. Let me recap again the Iris folding craft kit. Lastly, just a soundbite from you, Sarah. Why are these so popular? Why do we have people that have collected every single one of these?
Okay, so if I'm being really honest, right? I am trying to hoodwink you into getting into a new craft so that you'll go and spend a load more money on it. It's basically the honest truth. So I work on the basis of, if I give you a kit for like 25 quid, $29, and in that I put everything you need to get started to around about the value of $50. So it's around about double the value of what you're paying. You should look at that and go, that's an absolute no-brainer. Look at the value for money there. Look how I'm getting everything I need in the box to start with something. Oh my word, I've always wanted to do Iris folding, but I thought it would cost me 50 odd quid to get started. No, everything's in the one box. If we do everything in the one box, you should be looking at this on screen and going, I absolutely have to have this. Now, I've been really honest. You can see the value for money in them. As a business, it's not a commercial venture for us to actually make money out of selling you these boxes because we cram way too much into them and we spend an absolute fortune on them, right? However, what I'm hoping is you get this home, you love it, and then you buy something else, which is where we will. That's where the commerciality of it is. So when it comes to the actual boxes, there are tens of thousands of you every month get these brand new boxes. And I'm not kidding when I say that number of people. All over America, we have thousands and thousands of people in the subscription. We sell these all over the world. It is the longest running craft box that there is, and people literally wait with bated breath to see what it is we're going to do the next month. And to do a brand new technique for us, like Iris folding, that we've never had in a box before, and to say that one box, as long as you've got a die cutting machine, everything you need is in that box to get going. It's unheard of to be able to do something like that. So it really is an absolute no-brainer. If you don't believe me and you've never had a box before, get one home and try it. And then in the next time I'm on the show, you'll be coming and say, yeah, you were right, Sarah. You were totally right about that box.
Amazing. Snap it up. So many people are snapping it up. Lots of you are grabbing that, which is fantastic. $24.99, $29.95. I want to give you the details also of the mini memory collection. You guys have loved this. 38 dies, 9 templates in here. Still available. All the dies, all the templates are the ones that we launched. Slightly smaller bundle. We are still giving you that 20% saving as well, which is incredible value for money. Sarah, can I say it's been an absolute pleasure to get to spend 3 whole hours with you. Do you know when you're back with us here on Crafters TV?
I think I'm in for Cartload on Thursday.
This coming Thursday?
Or is that the following week? Let me consult the calendar and I will tell you. Oh, that's next Thursday.
Next Thursday. That'll be with me, though.
Next Thursday. So that means I'm back on Tuesday when I'm doing the Signature Collection launch.
Ooh, lovely. You make sure you join Sarah for that. I will be back with you, of course, tomorrow. Before then, George and Debbie will be here in the morning. Make sure you join them, 10 a.m. Because this has still got the old ones. It says 8 a.m. on this monitor over here. I must change it. 10 a.m., 5 a.m., 2 a.m. And they'll be back with a preview of everything that's happening throughout the rest of the day tomorrow. And, of course, Keith will be here as well from Paper Dynamic. Massive thanks to Sarah. Big thanks to the team backstage, team in the gallery. And the biggest thanks, of course, to you guys. See you tomorrow.